Hello everybody, and welcome to Sunday's D&D 5e adventure, Lost Relics, with me, your host, God, Ba-ba, and my wonderful cast. Here they are, all of them professional DMs with more skill than me.
Professional.
Hey guys, how are you? You lot, yeah? And
I'm
chat,
good.
but mostly the people playing. You all alright? You all ready? I've ruined everyone's day today.
I made my bed.
Hey,
With
I
magic
saw.
happen.
I can
Magic the
confirm
Gathering.
he made it. I can confirm.
Yeah, we
He
saw
did.
him going. "Ah!" Well,
Quickly.
His
I need
butt
to
crack
make-
was
I need to
extraordinary.
make my bed.
Was it on fleek?
Oh, it's always on fleek, Peachy. I mean, really, when is it not? Why do you think I let you come over so much? It's because you bend over a lot, right?
And that's the tone, and the line has been set. So we'll go
I think
on.
we can go a bit lower.
Yeah, no, I think you probably
Yeah.
can.
No, look. Whenever there's tone and there's a line that needs to be drawn, and I'm just there like dive.
Yeah, don't worry, I do that too, and we're on my channel, so you're free to almost say whatever you like. I think this is the first time on my channel for 3 of you. Fuzzy's been here before, I believe, in some form or another.
It's nice here. I like what you've done with the place.
Thank you.
Very,
Thank
very
you.
modern art. Is that a pheasant in the corner?
Very. Yeah, there's a pheasant over there, and there's lots of
I know,
Final
that's right.
Fantasy stuff
That's
underneath us.
bird
I'm
water.
pretending I can actually see what's going on in your house right now.
Not a lot. There's a dog which is.
I just
actually
remember you had a
noticed.
pheasant and said it, and it's
And then-
How's the
Yeah.
lamp situation, Brad?
yeah.
Weirdly enough,
Lamp
I
gate.
bought a lamp, and Emma went crazy because she wanted it to be a very specific style of lamp that would match all the stuff. It showed
Understandable.
up, and I turned it on, and she was like, "Oh, it looks lovely and cozy in here. It looks so nice." And I was like, "Yeah, that's right. What? That's right." I was just, yeah, it was the best. It was so good, because you know when you kind of feel like. Even after the dust has settled and the fallout, and then you sit there and deep within your heart you can say to yourself, "I won." You know that moment of peace when you win the
Don't know
argument
that.
overall.
I'm
Really
a man.
hope
I've
she's
never won
working
an
and not
argument in
watching
my
this.
life.
Anyway,
Especially
yeah,
not,
welcome.
especially not in Hex when I'm rolling well. The conflict.
Brad, good luck keeping Peachy and Fuzzy reason. I can't. I know I can't. So this congregation of people are all the people that have been sort of requesting to play in a game of mine, kind of thing. And I thought this would be a great way to get you all into a game without starting an entire other campaign that takes up a huge chunk of everyone's time and stuff. So this is a story, a tale told 1,000 years in the past. So anybody who watches any of my more frequent shows knows probably this world here, the world of Koiury. I have an almost full map now, so I've got a couple of bits over here that I haven't quite finished, and we've got all these places which some of you will recognise and some of you won't. This, however, so this is the island that we're going to be on, Lay Island over here. And normally we would just dive in to somewhere on this island and begin. But this is going to be set 1,000 years before any of the events that have appeared on my channel up to now. Bam, bam, bam. So we're going back, Marty. We're going back.
So Brad, quick question. I can't remember where I wrote down where all my spells are. So
Of course, I would never expect...
I'll send you a link now, Fuzzy. That will help you out a lot.
No, I know. I don't remember what spells that. Well, I can remember one spell I took, but I don't want to spoil things by actually saying it.
I guess. Well, it doesn't matter too much because I can't imagine you'll be using too many spells in the first little bit
Okay, cool.
when we set up and stuff. So we can fix it in the break if you want to do that.
Cool.
Yeah, don't worry. You just stay calm. Breathe. Fuzzy's got a big date tonight. Is that public knowledge?
It
Well,
is
it's
now.
Well, it's not a day. It's just somebody's coming round right now.
Yeah, it's like right now, and
Yeah,
but-
amazing.
I like the first it's the first impression he'll get of you, like, you know, you're sitting there like talking into the microphone,
Yeah.
like,
Hi, how are you? I'm going to ignore you for 4 hours now.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm here rolling dice and playing like Dungeons and Dragons and shit.
I feel awful
Love
about
me.
it. So that's one
what
of the
happens
reasons I
when
feel
you
like
date a
I've ruined
streamer,
people's
okay?
lives.
This is what happens when you date a streamer.
It's true, yeah. You just have to expect them to disappear for 4 hours and play D&D or some other such nonsense. So this is going to be taking place on Ley Island, which is where Champions of Light, which is probably my main campaign that I run, takes place, but it's 1,000 years before. This will, if any of you watch that, vaguely affect and interact with some of the stuff that happens in Champions of Light. So although I was saying like treading on butterflies won't like destroy my whole world, whatever you do will be history. You'll like write history. So if anybody references anything that happened 1,000 years ago to do with anything that happens today, this is whatever happens today is the law. You know, that's what is written in the history books. So
we're the canon makers.
you're the canon makers, yeah. You know, depending on what you do, you can spend 4 hours just sat in the tavern if you want, and then that's just the history.
And then you'll have another like story, like there was 4 adventurers sitting in a tavern. Nothing else.
I mean,
Just,
yeah, like
They sat and drank beer for 4 hours, and it was good.
yes.
Bye. Thanks for watching.
Yeah.
So you four.
Oh,
is that it?
I think I that was my doorbell.
Go and do it. Go and do it. And we'll have your character wander in. So this is Ley Town. This is where you are currently, all of you. Brenna's probably off in a library at the moment, but you three, at least for now, because I don't know how long she's going to be, are going to be sat in the tavern, which is the Black Mug, over on the right there. I feel like an appropriate way to sort of start the stream is to sort of introduce yourselves as characters. You've all been gathered by the mayor of the town, Mayor Thimble, because he's got sort of a task for some trusted folk or folk that you sort of all have your own reasons to be there, and I'll go into that a little bit more in a second. But if you guys want to introduce who you are, let's start with Simon Shippendale.
Throwing me under the bus immediately. Okay.
Sorry, yeah.
Sure. Do you just want the character details? Do you want or?
Yeah, I mean, like, so essentially just, you can say as much or as little as you want, really. Just, it's up to you. But it's just kind of who the others see sat around the table in front of them.
So, well, I am playing a human rogue named Garrett. And I think the reason for being here at the table with these individuals is because I work for Major Thimble. I get things done for him.
How do you look?
Yeah. I'm in my 30s. I have like tanned skin, black hair in a ponytail, brown eyes, and I mostly wear like brown and black leather, a little hood, a couple of short swords at my side, and a bow strapped to my back. Pretty a polite fellow. Doesn't show too many emotions at times, but he will introduce. Just general like comment, like not sticking out very much.
Roguish.
Yeah.
Roguish guy, hood up in the corner. Directly in service to the mayor of this town. Fuzzy, your character is from this town as well.
Yes, she is, yes.
And actually you are old enough that... So this island is fairly uninhabited at the moment. It's only just kind of been discovered. People have only been settling there for a few hundred years up prior to this.
Mm-hmm.
And this town itself, Ley Town, you've been here almost since it was settled. So once the original like militiamen contained the threat to the area and began to like erect dwellings and homesteads and stuff like that, Brenner and most of the other civilians moved in. So the mayor has sort of hired you as the town librarian to sort of document the experience in a way. So he knows that you're like able to take care of yourself, and also you'll be able to like record what's going on for the history books. Do you want to sort of give a quick description of your character and who you are roughly?
Yes. Okay. So I'm Brenna. I'm a very old lady, half elf. She's just like this little old lady with a bun and like silvery hair, and she's all like, "Oh, hello, dear. Would you like a nice sherry?" And she's, librarian. She's very bookish. She's very quiet. But yeah, she's just a nice little old lady who's also a wizard, obviously. But yeah, she's probably not much to her really.
Yeah, and you're a half elf, so you probably still look fairly good for your age.
Yeah, she's wrinkly, but she's still got the bone structure.
She's got an air of
yeah, she's like a dignified old lady. She's like, "Oh, hello, yes, nice."
Yeah.
Aren't you a nice young man? Yes.
We'll come to Peachy next. He's a cleric. You have been hired by Thimble due to it actually being a holy mission, and a priest of sorts is required. Did I give you your you had a thing, right? Because you had you witnessed a thing that happened.
I had a vision, I believe.
Did I send you that? Because I've just sent it to you on Discord.
Okay.
So because I'll give you 2 seconds to read that. Let's just jump to Ray. So Ray is a barbarian called Randy, and I'm just going to assume that Mayor Thimble hired you as a strong arm, just somebody just to barrel in and to look like a big strong dude. But as I was not quite present for your character creation, I will let you decide somewhere.
It's something like that, or either like he heard that there was some sort of feat of strength necessary. Like he's super gregarious, and also just, at a glance as a character, Randy's basically a D&D character of Macho Man Randy Savage. So
yes,
I haven't started drinking yet, but depending on how much I want to embarrass myself today, I'll probably do his voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just imagine Randy Savage in D&D.
Randy Savage.
Like,
and so he's drawn to just like proving himself and stuff like
yeah,
that.
and very, very gregarious. Like, the thing is, like, that's probably his greatest asset and flaw, though, right? Like, so he's like is super strong and super powerful, but he's like a total showboat, and he's clearly compensating for a lot of other stuff. And just just very little clothing. Think maybe like Kevin Sorbo Hercules type clothes, a menagerie of axes. It looks like he's been tanning a lot. Also, I guess also very vain too, right? So very vain and maybe ostentatious in his clothes. So maybe like the barbarian clothing won't be simple, for the world that we're in. It could be like sort of like gregarious type flourishes on his clothes, like. I don't know. Maybe he has maybe he has a feather boa or something, or the leather straps are dyed a really sort of gregarious color, maybe some like neon colors and stuff like that. And he's just a huge, massive beard. Dude's like a wall of a man too, close to 7 feet tall, full beard. Everything looks oily for some reason.
Nice. Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah, that's about that. Yeah.
I'm gonna just sort of say that you're from the island because it's still such a young island. There's plenty of barbarians all around, just in camps and yeah. So you just
yeah, brother.
Exactly. Yeah. So you're a local man, and
Did you change to a dragon though? That's the thing. Sorry.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh god, the Skyrim mods.
When
Anyway.
he's gonna drop his finisher, the elbow, right? Is that not Randy Savage's finisher? Some sort of elbow drop from
I don't.
I thought he was Kool-Aid.
space.
I haven't watched wrestling since I was like, God, 16.
It's hard to remember. I remember the old Stone
Story's a bit
Cold
shit at the moment.
X-Puck
I wouldn't pick it up now.
days.
So it's about 100 years ago, as they say.
Oh.
You're playing. She's playing the half.
Where exactly do you live again? It's in Europe, right? I can get to you quite easily, right?
He's from Sweden, so yeah, you can
Oh,
get there nice
Sweden,
and easy.
yeah.
Just got to find him in the
I'll
dark.
kill him and take his internet for myself.
Okay. Sorry. I mean, no one's gonna help you. No one talks to a stranger, so no one's gonna help you find me. So you'll be wandering around aimlessly. Sorry.
And you're a nerd, so you
Sweden.
never go outside, so nobody'd know who you are anyway, right?
Exactly.
All right, deal with it off stream, you two. Jesus. The last person. So yeah, Peachy, you're playing a cleric who's been hired because a priest is generally required. A priest of Leria. So yeah, who did we see with your character? What are we looking at?
Okay, so I played Lilgath. She likes to be called Lily because she's such a demure 7-foot human raised by giants, and then taught to act within society by was it hill dwarves? I think it was hill dwarves.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was like the hill dwarves of Grummallow.
So she has she's probably developed the hill dwarf accent, which I'm going to make canon during the show. She had a vision. What was the vision?
You don't have to say the vision, but you can if you'd like.
I would like to say the vision. It's very
Okay.
well written,
No worries.
and I will change it.
for it.
So I saw a giant shadow demon wearing crystal armor, crystal shield, and a crystal sword, and it drove the sword, droven the sword into the planet, and the planet explodes. It as if millions of voices suddenly cried out in terror and was suddenly silenced.
Yeah. So she has this like crazy vision of this huge demonic
She gets visions a lot.
beast climbing out of the sea and then just destroying the planet underneath.
She's a dreamer, you could say.
She is a dreamer.
She's a dreamer.
She works quite well in society, even though she was raised by giants. She also plays bongos made out of something. I forgot. What was it? It's something really cool.
The skulls of our enemies.
It was the skull of a wolf, or I want to say a wolf.
I was partially right.
Basically, to become one of the tribe as a giant, when you're a child, you're sent out. The giants assumed when they found the baby that it was a giant because I was ridiculously tall. But then when I grew up, they realized I wasn't quite as tall as a giant, so they left me on the roadside where the dwarf cloister of dwarf monk stuff saved me, turned me into a person, and now I'm here having crazy dreams, which we will call the exposition dreams.
Cool. Yeah, exposition dreams, perfect.
MacGuffin dream.
Muffin dreams.
Yeah, so you're all in the Black Mug. Somewhere in this town is a library for you, Fuzzy. You may mark any of these buildings to be the library if you so wish it. You probably have a little house here as well.
Do I got abodes here as well?
You've probably got a private room in the Black Mug. I don't think you would have a house.
No, like just like a.
He's just acquired you like a private room. Fuzzy's been here so long that her character would no doubt have a little ramshackle house somewhere filled with you're muted, but yeah, filled with little books or something.
I'm muted. I knew that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably got a little cottage, like a couple of cats, and
Yeah.
suspicious broomstick outside the door.
You crazy cat
Exactly.
lady.
She's a crazy cat lady.
Oh, she's absolutely
Exactly how many cats?
just the usual number of cats. 5, 6.
17.
Yeah.
17 cats.
I don't know.
Between 5 and 100. You know.
So crazy. I didn't know this so recently, but like crazy cat lady, like it's like a real phenomenon caused by having too many cats. There's a
You open the
strange,
doors, there's a tidal wave of cats.
no, there's some sort of strange bacteria in their
Oh,
droppings,
I'm drowning in pussy.
and if you don't like, cause like cats really need their litter changed like every day, and when you have too many and you're an old lady, you can't keep up with it, and it literally drives you crazy. So like it's
No, it's
wow.
an actual mind control thing. People with toxoplasmosis like cats more. and they make shitty decisions. It affects your literal decision-making process.
It's also
Shitty.
bad for pregnant women.
Oh yeah, very. Can cause brain damage and.
Cats sound awful now. You've made cats
Too many
seem
cats.
terrible.
Too many cats.
Too many
Yeah.
cats. Spoil the broth.
Most people with a lot of
A
cats.
cat broth. If you're making a cat broth, surely the more cats, the better.
I love cat broth.
Catty taste.
Yeah.
Don't talk about me eating cats. One of my campaigns, one of our players, like, I'm gonna eat your cat. Like, no, don't eat my cat. Like, why? Why would you do that?
Roll
Why?
to eat cat.
Not my actual cat, but my in-game cat.
Yeah, your in-game cat eaten. Well, maybe now you can make them go insane from like Ray's crazy cat disease, mutant biological crazy cat woman facts. All right, so you're all in the tavern, and it's probably about 8 p.m. You'll have been gathered within the last hour quite hastily by some lower staff member of the mayor, and told to is that a golden D20?
Yeah, it's not focusing though.
I got a little
Shame.
scrub dice because I'm scrub DM. And yeah, so you guys have all been gathered, and there's been a buzz around town all day about something happening at the church in the early hours of this morning. I doubt anybody's really spoken to anyone about it apart from maybe Fuzzy. Fuzzy, roll me a d20, see if you know any information. Let's start rolling.
Right.
Start rolling dice.
Let me just put spells on the other thing. Right. Whoosh.
No, you haven't heard too much. There's just been a buzz about some sort of like drama that's happened. It's quite a small town. There's only a few people in it and stuff. So as soon as something interesting happens, it spreads like wildfire. But you just heard all these different conflicting things that, there was a demon in the church, or that like a monster broke in the night and killed 2 of the acolytes.
Oh my!
Yeah, there's like a few of these sort of rumors floating around, and then suddenly you're gathered. What's up? You want to see if you know any?
Do I necessarily know?
Yeah, give me a d20 to see if you know anything specific, because you're quite close to the mayor as well, so maybe you know a little bit.
Just
of
D20?
Yeah, it's just I'm just gonna make it a random thing, Cool. You know for fact that 2 acolytes were found dead this morning, around sort of 5 a.m. And that the steel door that is in the vaults beneath the church that kind of lock. It's where all the riches and stuff that the church have garnered. Anything precious, they lock in this vault underneath the church. The steel door was bent and melted, and the only 2 people that were in the area, these 2 acolytes, were found dead, and they had like burn marks on them and things. So yeah, you're privy to a little bit of information, and you're fairly sure this is why you've been gathered. So yeah, around 8 p.m. the tavern's in full swing. People are drinking. There's a bard in the background playing a few songs, and you 4 are sat around when the door clatters open, and a quite small, fat man, dressed in fine clothes, looks noble, kind of gruff, like sort of slightly bearded, but he's greased his hair back, rings on his fingers, wanders in, followed by
I bow to him.
fairly big dude. Yeah, you know this to be Mayor Thimble.
Thimble or thimble?
Thimble, like a thimble for your
Yeah, okay.
fingers.
I wasn't sure it was an F or a TH. So
Yeah, it's because I'm from London, and it Mayor Thimble,
You're
mate.
from Essex, innit,
Yeah,
mate?
listen.
Mush. Right, mush.
And
I got you like a pig, mate.
he
Thimble,
wanders in.
innit?
He clicks his fingers at the bar staff, and they start ushering people out. And he heads over to your table, pulls over like a stool, and you're kind of left alone in this bar with the mayor. He's got everybody out apart from you guys, and then he sends the staff that were behind the bar out into the back rooms. One man remains with him, a fairly big-looking dude, obviously just some sort of staff member, maybe some sort of bodyguard. He just stands by the door. He's got a simple little sword at his side, and Thimble sits down and looks across each of you. A slight nod towards Brenna. I need to remember your names and learn them. And
Hello,
Garrett.
love, how are you?
Very well, thank you. Yes,
Oh.
yes, oh yes.
The children, how are the children?
Oh, they're growing up now. Yes.
Yes. Oh, it seems like yesterday they were just little twinkles in your eye, and now look at them all running round, snotty nose, and go, how's your lovely wife as well?
She's under the weather at the moment. Actually,
Oh,
she's not feeling
dear,
too
oh
good.
dear. Well, oh dear. Well, maybe I could knock up a little potion for her or something. I should really go and see her.
It would
And
be wonderful. Yes, the
Yes.
alchemist believes it to be some sort of strain of the Strocks, the
Oh,
filthy
dear.
lizard folk nearby. Yes,
Ah. I think I have a tome somewhere on the street. Yes. Diseases of goats and rats. Yeah. What? I'm sorry. What?
I just politely, like, as I'm standing up still, like,
Yes, love. What can I do for you?
He nods towards
I like, no, it's,
Garrett,
it is quite alright, Lady Brenna.
and
was
then he, yeah, go on, Karen. Sorry.
I think maybe we should focus on this task.
What task? What's a
The
lovely chat
one,
with
the
the mayor?
matter that I'm sure our good mayor is going to reveal to us.
Do you know it's very rude to interrupt your elders, young man?
Of course, my apologies.
Yes, Brenna has been around in this town since its settling, as far as I can tell. She's a very respected member, Garrett. And but he kind of gives you a knowing look, like.
God, she fucking talks. Oh my god.
I meant no disrespect.
Yeah, then he looks over and sort of introduces himself to Randy and to Lilgath as Mayor Thimble. Lovely to meet you. And shakes each of your hands. Probably gives you a little kiss on the back of the hand there, Lilgath. Not you, Randy.
How do you guys react to a kiss on the hand? You may call me Lily. And she tries to do like a really girly laugh, but it's a bit throaty.
Oh, it's an interesting accent. You're from Grumelo, the hillish areas of Grumelo with the dwarves, yeah?
Yes. Wow, this accent is difficult. I should have vocalized earlier. They taught me the ways of their language.
Is it like French or something? Like try like a
Hill dwarves.
Give
on
me a
Leyland
second, okay?
He's
Hill
channeling
dwarves.
I've
elf
said a
right now.
sentence, okay? I'll get
sound
into
like
it.
They're from France.
He's channeling elf, okay?
Oh, no way. It's not as sexual as that.
Well, hello there. How are you?
It's a bit guttural. She's a big lass.
Yeah, it probably sounds exactly like Peach is doing. Then he, like, his face turns a little bit more stern, and he says, something has been taken from our church here in town. It's a relic of sorts of enormous importance and value. And
Zutalo from the church?
yeah, that's gonna piss you off as a cleric. He says,
How dare these people, these thieves, these common thieves?
we're not too sure if it was quite common thieves. You see, they managed to bend a steel door back, and
Oh my.
I believe it's possibly some sort of magic, something that you probably deal with there, Brenner. Something I couldn't possibly understand of the arcane.
Oh yes. I'll yes. Yes.
You see, my militia are spread thin enough already, with wild animals, raging orcs overrunning the island. I can't possibly leave the town undefended. So I'll offer each of you a sizable amount of gold, possibly some land and a house, if you return this relic to me. This is a fucking huge thing. And he even looks over to you, Garrett. He's like nodding his head as if to say you will
I'm also
go.
like, I'm nodding my head like just like contemplating this offer. It just sounds really tempting.
Yeah.
Well, this sounds like an interesting occurrence. I think I would be glad to help. Yes, indeed.
Yes, I don't know much
Tell me.
to do with the relic itself. I know that it was placed here under my care, and I've lost it. And but the king
don't worry,
will surely
love,
be
it'll all
quite
come right in the
upset.
end. We'll sort it out, darling. Don't worry about it at all.
Can you describe the relic to me?
It's a shield of great importance to history, and it's made entirely of crystal.
Zut Allah!
You've seen the shield? And he kind of looks at you a little bit suspiciously now.
I had a vision. A demon. He held this crystal shield. Would I know anything about a relic that's a crystal shield?
Give me a history check.
I get to roll something. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh god, history. Damn. Oh shit!
Nice.
Damn!
Yeah, I mean, as a cleric, you're probably aware, like, you probably could have even rolled religion, but it doesn't matter.
No, I'll take that. I don't want to re-roll.
Yeah, you know everything about something known as the Uprising Crisis, and they say that like long ago, 4 heroes defeated the goddess Xeris. She's a dark goddess, very evil, very sort of like Hades, Satan.
Ah, Xeris.
They defeated her with these incredible weapons known as relic weapons. They were apparently sort of buried with each of the heroes upon their deaths in like great tombs and stuff like that. But one of them appears to be here in town. The shield belongs to Wardar Goragar, who was
Of course it does.
yeah, who was a dragonborn.
That's a name. That's a name.
Who was a dragonborn, and they're known as the Guardians of Radiance. And these 4 guardians who were paladins saved the planet during something known as the Uprising Crisis. It's somewhere between history and fable, this story. So no one's 100% sure on whether it's true or not, but yeah, I mean they're claiming that there's this shield in town, so it's an enormous. It's like kind of like one of the like it's like finding like the Holy Grail if you're like a Christian or something, you know, it's something really important.
The mayor's name Thimble.
Yeah, Mayor
Thimble,
Thimble.
yes,
Oh,
as
right.
in
Yeah.
metal thing
I
that
tell
we-
the story to the rest of the party so they know.
Yeah, even Thimble's kind of interested in the story, and he's like, yes, I must say, it's of huge importance, and the king placed the thing in my care. And they say this is the site. And he kind of just taps the table. This is the site where they drove Xeris back into the void, which is
Oh
kind of
my.
the underworld.
It is true, I have read about it.
Yes, yes.
He sort of settles back into his chair and clicks at the other guy to come over, and the other guy drops a bag of gold on the table. He says, if you need anything, here's 100 gold, and when you return, there'll be 100 more for each of you, and a plot of land somewhere here in
I
Ley.
push the gold back. I need no monetary equipment for this. I will do it because it is right.
I
Looks
think
like
so. This whole time, basically since
Well, my babies need their food, so I'll take a bit of the gold, thank you.
Thimble like talked about the door being caved in, like Randy's been somewhat as deep in thought as like a big lump can be, kind of gazing off in the distance.
He's like, the only one that could have bent down that door was Randy himself. And Randy was drinking last night. So I think you called the right barbarian, brother. I'm a tower of power. I'm too sweet to be sour. Space is the place, and I'm funky like a monkey, brother. I'll take that gold, and I'll get your shield.
Thimble just sounded like he's like taken aback. You're like the biggest dude in the room. And like, yes, certainly I could entrust a man like you to get the job done. Yes, perhaps you'd like to go and speak to Barthelo. And Brenna and Garrett know that to be the priest in town. You can inspect the door if you'd like. He kind of nods towards Randy. But I don't know too much. But bring it back to me, and I'll certainly make it worth your while, or the king will have my head. And he stands up, pushes his stool away, and then walks out of the place, kind of looking back one last time over you all, just sizing you up with a sort of a mumbled prayer under his breath as he walks out of the door. A couple of people around the back kind of pokes their heads out to see that he's gone, and they come out. And they've got a bunch of food and drink for you all. Bring it over to the table. He's obviously set up for you to have a decent dinner.
Last meal.
A last supper of
Our
sorts.
meal is probably just mostly meat.
Yeah, I mean, there's all sorts there.
Cheap ale.
All sorts.
I probably
yeah,
just
mostly
sort of like I
meat
just have like a
and
bowl
cheap
of
ale.
like, I don't know, old lady food, like just
Gruel.
like pick at something and a sherry, like porridge and a glass of sherry. She's just like, ooh, this is
Like
nice.
all the prunes. Like yes.
Oh yeah, porridge with like prunes and a bit of fruit
Prunes
and
in there.
oh, keeps you loose. It does, yes. It's
Oh.
good to be regular.
I hand a Slim Jim to Ray. Not Ray.
Randy.
Randy. Sorry.
Yeah,
So
Randy.
Ray see you, Randy?
Randy's just a human.
A really beefy human.
Yeah.
We've got 3
Taller than
humans,
me.
actually.
3 humans and 1 half elf.
Almost
That's our new band. 3 humans and a half elf.
humans and a half elf. Turtle power.
Going on.
I'm basically not Splinter here, aren't I?
You are?
I'm totally Splinter, right? Because I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, you can be Splinter.
Yeah.
And they
Yeah.
can be-
Surprisingly,
That
probably
was a
able to kick
perfect
some
impression of Master Splinter, definitely.
Oh, Turtles, I am very unhappy with you.
Ooh, Donatello, what are you making now?
Oh, Donatello, would you like a nice word? That's original.
4 baby turtles.
I love Teenage Mutant
So
Turtles.
I've been
Anyway.
standing up like this whole time. So,
Why don't you sit down? Is there something wrong with your knees? Oh, do you have piles? I had piles once. It was terrible. I
I sit down and like
Oh.
tip my hand. So it makes sense now. Why we all get it, well, more or less. I was a bit confused why Lady Brenna was here, but
Oh, they do very good prunes and things here, and the brandy's lovely.
oops. But it makes sense.
What time of day is it, Brad?
It's about 8 p.m., just after.
I wonder if it makes sense to see this guy tonight. I don't see why not. I mean, if we could still see him tonight, then rest up and then head out in the morning.
I think we should make haste on this. In the vision I had, a demon had hold of all these relics, and it did not work out well for the rest of the world.
Makes sense for a cleric such as yourself to be joining us in this.
May I just say that you're a strapping young lass, aren't you? It's nice to see young women these days who are really, well nourished. It's good. It's very good.
Meat is food for the soul, also the body.
Yes, I like a nice sausage now and again. It's lovely.
God, here comes Fuzzy.
I have no idea what you mean.
It begins.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are free to sort of fast forward to after you've eaten your meal and head over to the
okay.
church,
Eat
if
meal.
that's what you want to do.
Right.
The people at the Black Mug say that that the mayor hasn't sort of bought you rooms here.
Hasn't or has?
Hasn't.
Well, I've got a spare bed or two in my house. If anybody would like to stay with me, you're quite welcome. As long as you don't mind cats. I've got one or two little pussy cats, little fuzzy babies. Oh, they're so cute.
Perhaps we should stick together.
Yes, why don't you all come back to mine this evening? It'll be lovely fun. Oh, yes.
Do not eat the cats, I say to the rest of the group. It makes the owners uncomfortable.
Who would eat my babies?
My cousin.
Really? That's very odd. Oh, well, anyway. So, come
My
along.
cousin's
let's
probably a
come along.
giant.
So, are we going to see this dude tonight, or?
Yeah, I think as long as we can find him, like that, like yeah, I say we try to go see if we can have a chat with him. And
Okay, we'll go and have a talk with this nice young man, and then we'll head off to mine, and we can all have a nice glass of sherry. I've got a couple of bottles somewhere.
Priest sounds like he's super old though.
Yeah, you know that the priest is crazy old.
Oh, yes.
But he's a
But we'll go wake him up, brother. It's important. It's a town of Lay, brother.
he's like he's a human.
I am
old.
sure he wouldn't mind if we go.
Oh no, he's quite he doesn't need much sleep now. He's up all hours of the night. Sometimes he
Yes.
stays up all night.
Yeah.
Well, we are on
Bladder
mission of
issues
Scotland.
is
Something like that, yes. Oh yes, he did
Um,
have that trouble with his waterworks last year. Oh, that was terrible.
So yeah, you guys eventually head out and head over to, I presume, the church first to check. Outside, you see the kind of thuggish guard that was with the mayor, just stood at the
Right.
main
Do I
giant
know
oak
this
door.
guy? I'm assuming I know this guard because, like, you know, I probably.
Yeah, his name is Trell. And
Hello, Trell, love. How are you? Been
Hello.
keeping well, have you?
Yes, I've been keeping
Oh,
very
how's
well,
your
thank
mum?
you.
How's your mum?
She's been dead for 10 years, 15 now.
Oh, Buckaby, that's right. Sorry, love. It's the time goes
he
by.
looks like about 40.
She's like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh
he's just
yes,
like,
that was right. Oh, she
he's
was a
like
lovely
bald.
woman, wasn't she?
He's got like a couple of nasty scars on his head.
Yes.
Yeah, Garrett, you know that he's just the main thug dude, the enforcer of the mayor, keeps the mayor alive or does other things.
we probably know each other.
Collects the
You
rents
probably
and
you
things.
probably know each other. Yeah, like if anyone needs a strong arm, he's the one. Yeah, like he says,
Yeah, they're inside. I think he's expecting you, so.
he pushes open the door and yeah, like you're kind of expecting everything to be quiet this time of night in the church, but there's like probably 3 acolytes running around, young-looking acolytes, and they're all bustling and moving things around and looking in old tomes and texts and things.
Ooh.
Up towards the back, there's Priest Barthelo, who is very old, and he's sat at a very makeshift-looking desk towards the back, reading through a huge book, a huge tome. And yeah, so Trell sort of opens the door for you guys as you walk in, and you can head in and approach whomever.
Well, I'm going to totter straight up to. Was this Trell? Was his name there? Wait. Was
Trell's
priest
the
Barthelo? Oh,
the
Barthelo.
priest is Barthelo, and Trell is
Barthelo.
the
Oh,
thuggish looking dude.
Barthelo, how are you, darling?
Oh, hello there, Brenner. Oh, lovely to see you. What brings
Oh,
you here
lovely
so
to see
late?
you too, love.
You like
So-
Why are you here so late? We've had a terrible day.
I know we're here to help, darling. The mayor asked us to give you a hand with the.
You're one of the ones the mayor's asked to help.
he like looks over at Garrett, probably takes a glance at Randy. He's like,
I wouldn't have expected you to be helping out.
What, me? Oh, well, you know me. I like a bit of an adventure now and again.
Yes, well, traipsing off after demons. I would have thought that was a little bit beyond you and I in these years.
I'm only 165, dear.
he kind of looks.
Yes, well, I'm only 83 and I'm what,
You're
twice.
just a spring chicken, darling. Oh, yes. You can still perk yourself up when it counts.
He looks like he could barely move without shattering into 1,000 pieces. He's like an old long beard, skins, like like what they call liver spots, all over the top of his bald head, long face. He's like looking through a big book.
Yes, well, I suppose you're here to look at the vault.
Yes, dear. And what can you tell us? Obviously, you're busy doing some research or something, right?
Oh, we were trying to find out what it was that could break a giant steel door and
Well,
melt it.
something very powerful. That's for certain.
Was the door protected by any spells?
Oh, no, it's a huge steel door. It was bent and melted. It was
Melted, you say?
quite crazy. I've never seen anything like it.
Melted, though.
And,
I would like to see this steel door
Interesting.
for myself.
Yeah, he like slowly stands up, moves away, and starts heading towards the back.
Yes, well, follow me, and we'll head down.
He pulls out a ring of keys.
I go to like slowly support him if he needs to be like walk down like just not like I'm just there in case like he would fall over.
Yeah, he's sort of capable. He's not quite got the cane walking stick level of walking. He just moves slowly and bent. A little bit like, what's his name?
Downstairs, I'm going to start leafing through his tome and see if I can sort of like, you know.
Sure, yeah.
Is that what you're calling it now? Leafing through his tome?
Leafing through his tome.
I'm sure I've leafed through his tome on more than one occasion.
He's been around.
It wasn't always a priest, sure.
So this book is the Logician's Guide to Fire Arcana. So you can see that. You'll notice that it was taken from your very library today.
I've probably read it before,
Possibly, yeah.
or at least skimmed it.
Yeah, I mean it's just an entire book dedicated to fire magic and what creatures could produce such strong flame that would bend and melt steel, kind of thing.
Yeah, can I use does my researcher background feature come in handy for this?
What is your researcher background feature that you can?
When you attempt to learn or recall a piece of lore, if you do not know that information, you often know where and from whom you can obtain it. Usually from library, blah blah whatever.
Yeah, I mean this is the person that you would attain this information from is you as the librarian.
So it's just like, so I'll just be like,
What a self-fulfilling feature.
Yeah, but yeah, you can take more care as to reading it, but it's a very big book and there's all sorts of things in there. All sorts of creatures that deal in fire magic, and beasts that produce fire, dragons and such.
You said Brenna sort of like was like looking at this tome, and the priest took the rest of us to go see the door.
Yeah.
It's like super. Actually, I guess it's like after the fact enough to be funny, but like, I mean, I guess if you just like side cut to us like checking this out, like Randy's sitting there.
It's like, oh brother, I've seen a lot of fire in my day.
What the fuck was that? I just lost it. Basically, the joke is about steel beams, but
Well,
Yeah.
enough.
demon fire can't melt steel beams.
yes.
Was there anyone around when this happened?
He nods to like an area towards the one side of this huge vault door, and there's like a few bits of charred wall and flooring, and he says,
Oh yes, there was two of my finest acolytes here, devoted wholly to Leria's light, and they must have done something. Either they were involved or they were killed trying to defend the vault. I'm not sure, but their bodies were found right here, charred and dead. Yeah, there's like
Could I see the remains?
burned area.
Yes, I believe the militia took the remains away. I don't know what they would do with them. Usually we are the ones to deal with remains and we bury them and hold a service, but the militia took them off.
He turns to the door. In front of you is like so it's a huge like door, probably 12 feet in height, maybe 6 feet across, thick steel, and the top leftmost quarter has been like bent back, and like so the steel door is about this thick. It's like maybe a foot thick, and it looks like it's just been like pulled backwards easily. Like if you were to do it with a small bit of metal, just to bend like with a crowbar or something, like a car
This
door.
was made of a creature of tremendous strength.
But it's also melted out of shape.
Someone with the capabilities
And
of
burned.
melting steel beams.
So yeah, I mean, without doing any immediate checks, it just looks like it's been heated and bent back. Yeah, by something strong.
I go for a closer inspection to see if like I can find out any kind of weird residue, perhaps, or
Sure, yeah, you can roll investigation on the door if you would like.
gonna do a quick. I think I have a +7 investigation. 26.
Damn!
26.
Sherlock,
Top quality
motherfucking Holmes.
investigating.
Yeah, so
Hmm?
go on.
Yeah, I'm looking at the door just to see if there's like any weird kind of like leftovers from this charredness of this door, like if I can see maybe something
Yeah.
looks eerie or weird.
Yeah, so like you're looking over the top part where it's like bent back and melted. Looking at it from your perspective, it's been bent by a set of large hands. Not huge, we're not talking like a one single huge enormous hand, but hands far bigger than your own, far bigger than like Lilgath or Randy's, have definitely bent this thing into shape and made for a hole big enough for someone probably human-sized, just average human-sized, to be able to get through and go in, steal the
Are
thing.
we talking
and get
hands
out.
the size of a giant?
Yeah, like giant-sized hands.
Can I have a look to see if there's any way I could figure out if it was an actual giant that did this?
Yeah, you can roll nature.
How big is it in here? I'd just like to see it. I could figure out. I'm thinking the creature.
Holy shit! That's 2 crits and 2 rolls.
Yeah,
Nice.
everyone's
It's gonna go
rolling
downhill
everything.
from here.
So the hallway is only about a foot higher and a foot wider than the door itself. Across, it's just like a straight, narrow hallway, probably about 30 feet in length, coming down from a stairwell leading underneath the church, like directly above you. What's that?
10 feet or something? Height? Or 10 feet?
It's probably about 13 feet in height, something like that. And yeah, about 7 feet across. And yeah, directly above you will be the main church area with all the pews and the altar and stuff. Yeah, you can see into the room. The room has gold, treasure, tomes, religious texts mostly, and on the far wall there's like a nail where a circular shield has gone missing, like a round shield. There's like a fairly obvious dusty kind of area where it was, but yeah, everything else had been left behind.
I go and inspect the tomes to see if I can glean any information about. Because this shield is the only thing that looks like it's missing, right?
Yeah, everything else appears to be in, and you can you can climb on through over the door.
Creature with a go. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, these are all just rare texts. These are the things that you wouldn't just entrust to Fuzzy and Brenna in the library, because there's probably like a one of a kind. They're all written by like ancient mages and priests, and yeah, there's like, but they're all just like religious texts. Nothing. Like, they would be almost priceless in value, but nothing that really pertains to what you're doing today, kind of thing, necessarily, unless you.
Please be very careful in there. Those are important works.
Yeah, the old man's like looking at you, like looking over the things. If you attempt to pick any up, he'll probably be like,
If you wouldn't mind, just I'll get an acolyte to help you if you'd like to touch those, though we can't quite open the door. As spry as you are able to climb over,
and yeah, he's a little bit wary of you being in there, because these things look old as heck. Like,
Of course, it's no problem at all.
but it's fairly obvious that they're very important religious texts.
Send me one of your acolytes to assist.
He heads up, grabs somebody slowly, takes ages, and one of the young boys comes in, scurrying in. Yeah, what do you want? Which one?
Do you know any tome or text that speaks about any kind of how would I word it? Is there any text that talks about monsters of old?
Yeah, it's like a fairy tale. And the old priest is like, no, you fool, like the demon which did this. And he's like, oh yes, well, and he points over in the back there, the larger one, red leather bound. And the kid goes over and lifts it up very carefully, brings it down, and yeah, it's like a guide to demonology.
We'll start going through it, I guess. Maybe the others, I don't know. Peach, you want to do like the nature thingy?
Yeah, so you're looking over the hands that did this. They're definitely not like giant hands. It's pretty hard to, because it's just like...
It's just handprints, yeah.
It's barely even a handprint, but what it looks like is that the door was melted, brought back, and then as the steel cooled, it melted into place, and there's just a very, very light hint of a set of hands there. It does look like there were nails on it, though, like sharp, long nails.
I see some indentations here. It's some kind of very large beast may have opened. I do not know much about these things. I wouldn't know much about, like...
In terms of your nature check, you don't know, even with a crit 20, what it is.
Yeah, no, but as a cleric, I wouldn't know anything about, I don't know, familiars or a spell that could summon something that was giant and beast-like.
Maybe. You maybe know a
you
little
a wizard who knew about this shit.
Yeah,
Yes.
if only she wasn't sat upstairs reading all about fire magic. Wait, what level are
Perhaps
you?
your wizard could help us?
Oh, she's upstairs. She can't hear you. Yeah,
Perhaps.
She's probably deaf as a post anyway.
does Randy do anything?
Randy, could you...
Can Randy? Sure. But before I do that, can I make a perception check to see if there's anything in there that would be useful to us? Is it mostly just? I mean, do I even have to? Like, or is it just mostly treasure and stuff?
It's just treasure and religious tomes. Like, I don't know. It's you. There's not really anything that, like, the people came to steal. I'm just gonna say people. They came to steal your shield.
Right. That's the only thing missing. Clearly.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's obviously not like a thing. They weren't after like riches. They were after the shield specifically.
So Randy will go to get to Brenna. Will go get Brenna, but not before he does a strength check to see if he can bend the steel
Bend
door.
the steel bar? Okay.
Is the strength check okay?
Yeah, totally. Or athletics if you want to do athletics.
Oh well, if I can do athletics, I mean,
You can add that whatever you want.
it'd be another +3, so it'd be 16.
16. So you're gonna try and bend the steel door.
Just like where it's like where the hands were, and like where you can see that it has been bent. Yeah, I want to see if I can move it at all.
Yeah, cool. So Randy puts a set of huge hands and onto the door and starts to bend with all of his strength, pulled down on the steel door. And his veins start sticking out in his neck, his muscles bulging out, and the thing
Bulging,
doesn't
oh my.
even move a millimeter. Can't move it at all. Doesn't move.
I think whoever moved this brothers must have been on some of those performing enhancing drugs. I'm gonna go get Brenna, see what she can make of it.
He lumbers up the stairs.
Okay, Brenna's just there, like nose deep in the book, just like spectacle perched on the edge of a nose. Well,
Yeah. So Brenna has learned of something known as like balefire or demon's fire. So this is a type of fire that burns a bright blue.
Oh,
And this is what you were looking for, Garrett. Probably, I don't know. And yeah, this is the hottest type of fire, sort of in existence. This is the type of thing that could probably melt through steel fairly easily. So
It's like a mixtape. It's like somebody's spitting hot fire.
yeah, exactly. It's
so
literally.
yeah, actually just a big man like with a mask over and like.
Yeah,
like-
when you find out eventually that it's going to be like Kendrick Lamar, and that's all it is. It's just going to
No,
be him.
it's like some big dude with a really tiny dragon just.
But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what you've learned.
Lucky dragon.
You could even inscribe into your spell book a couple of wizard spells from this book, but it will take you a long time and money, which you
I've
don't
got enough.
necessarily have right now. But
Yeah, I've got plenty.
you have learned at least that a book within your care you can take some wizard spells from in the future.
Nice.
That are fire-based spells. And I guess as Randy's bringing you back downstairs, in your book that you're reading, Chippendale, what languages do you speak?
Good question. Let's see. Oh, lag. 1 second. Languages. Where is that? Ah, Common and Orcish. So probably not speak.
Common and Orcish. Okay, so like there's plenty of this book which is in Common, and there is a couple of pages that show a huge, shadowy, demonic figure surrounded in fire. It just says the word Danus along the top of it. Like
Boy, do you know how to read these parts?
and then the boy, oh no, this is I only speak Common and Elvish. The priest.
I'm here now, right? So-
Yeah,
like,
like you guys are
"Woo!"
walking down the thing, but like he's in the room though. You probably can't see it too
Oh,
easily.
probably. Yeah. Okay. Right.
The priest kind of looks over and says,
Lift it up, boy. Let's see what it is.
he lifts it up and it's a very sort of like, it looks like chicken scratch in terms of like the way that the text is laid out on the page. Tell us what languages you all speak.
Oh God, where's the list? Right.
Tut list.
List. Yeah.
Common, dwarf, giant.
I speak Common, Elvish, Infernal, Draconic, and Sylvan.
Okay. Anyone else speak anything else?
I have orc. Do we say orc yet? I have orc if nobody else said that. Okay.
So, Brenna, you recognize the language to be Draconic.
Ah. No! Oh, I know what this is. This is Draconic, that's it, yes. Oh, let's see what it says. Okay, hold it
The
up.
dragon language.
Yes, dear.
The old priest is looking at you like,
Oh yeah, Draconic. Are you sure? Why?
Yes,
on earth
dear,
would
I'm
there
quite
be
sure, yes.
Draconic
Yeah.
in these
Yes,
old
it's
books
Draconic.
and
Look,
Dragonborn on these lands and these.
Oh,
Sending a
well,
cup of tea.
well, right, look, hold the torch up a bit, I can't quite see.
yeah. So you lift it up, and Danus is an old story of. It's just like, so. This is like this reads like a story, as opposed to it being like this happened in the year blah blah blah.
I'll narrate it. I'll
It's
just
it's
pretend
more
I'm
like a
narrating it as
long
you say.
ago in a galaxy far, far away, once upon a time kind of thing. That
Help us, oh, the
details
one Dragonborn you're only her.
it details the story of like soldiers of the gods which would war, angels, seraphs, that kind of creature that would fight and like damaged the land around and stuff, and it would just tear any of the world underneath them asunder. One such seraph, a dark seraph known as Danis, was the most accomplished fighter among them all. Slew all of Leria's pies and the other gods, seraphs, and rose up to become sort of the strongest of all of these seraphs, this dark seraph. And it took Leria herself to take on like mortal form on Koiury to defeat Danis and send Danis into the void. But this, while you're looking at it, Brenna, the fire surrounding Danis is blue. Danis is female, and she's got huge hands with little
Okay.
Huge hands.
Yeah, huge.
with fingernails.
I will relay this to everybody. I was
With-
like, ooh,
She
big
has like long claw-like fingernails. And
This is Leria, right?
no, this is Danis.
Danis, right. I'm
Danis,
sorry.
the dark seraph.
Ah, the dark seraph.
So we can like draw
Danis sort
a-
of loosely translates to dark seraph from
Right.
like it kind of sounds like it makes the same kind of thing.
Probably the baddie. Okay.
draw a conclusion between the big nail it like the big hands.
If I have a look at the door as well and see it melted, I'm like, oh well, yes, that was probably balefire, perhaps. Yes, because magical blue flames. Ooh.
You know what they say about big hands, brother?
Big
Big
willies.
gloves.
Big, in my
Big
experience,
gauntlets, brother.
big gloves and big willies as well. It's usually although yes.
What does this Danis look like? I don't know where my accent went. Just go with it. Just go with it.
It's the demon in the pages, though, right?
Yeah, there's like a depiction that just kind of looks like like I guess like a very shadowy, dark-skinned, kind of evil-looking angel.
Does it remind me of
It's probably
the-
quite hot then, yeah.
No, it doesn't look like the shadowy form that was coming out.
It's a
of the
different
sea.
shadowy form. Gotcha.
Yeah, the other thing that you saw was just basically entirely shadow. It didn't really. It was sort of humanoidish, but it was almost impossible to make out any like features and things like that. It was, like in dreams, you just know when something is something.
Yeah.
It was more like that. Not that like if you were to
I
draw
didn't
it,
really
you'd
get a
probably just be like,
description. that,
oh,
like,
it was this huge humanoidy kind of figure, very much.
he had a
enshrouded-
mole on his left butt cheek.
very much enshrouded in like darkness and blackness. And so the priest tells the boy to
Put the book down, these silly fables. Come now. It's foolish.
and
I
I
don't
think
know.
it
Some
would
some
be,
things are more than just fables, my darling.
Irresponsible to disregard fables if now they're
Demons and such are very real, I can tell you.
Oh yes, I'm sure that there are demons around, but Leria would never allow such demons to wander into her house and take things that belong to us here in the mortal realm.
Well, somebody did. And that somebody could use balefire and had big bloody hands.
I'm sure it was just some sort of dark mage, a tiefling.
he's
It's
looking
racist
around you
against
all.
tieflings, isn't it?
Have you ever met a tiefling, my dear?
Yes, yes, I have.
Tieflings are
I'm
not nice people.
165. I've met most of the bloody races on this world.
Yeah, well, most tieflings are fucking evil as shit and tribal, and they're cannibalistic kind of nutters.
Asshole.
But they have
a lot of
pan
them. A lot of them aren't, but most are. They're like.
I'm sure I've run across at least one tiefling who wasn't a complete dick.
Oh, definitely, yeah. There's
Yeah.
definitely like good tieflings as well,
Yes.
but
Oh,
the-
there was this tiefling I knew. Oh, lovely young man he was. Anyway.
Yes, well, if a tiefling can summon up such hellish fire as this, that I presume that it
But
wasn't.
tieflings don't tend to be that big.
I doubted
or strong.
Danis.
yeah, he just kind of looks scared at this point.
I don't know. Maybe it's a tiefling and a giant then. in
You're gonna
or something.
wander off, the lot of you, and fight Danis. Even if you do, you won't come back. I'm sure you'll find the mage that did. And like, yeah, he's starting to look just a little bit like kind of freaked out. He spent all day looking up all these things, and you found clues to suggest that
He's
it's
like reading horror stories all day and then just being like,
Yeah.
oh.
Priest Bas, what was his name? Barcelo. Perhaps
my
you should
God.
have a sit down.
Yeah, he like
Yes,
goes
you
and
look
You are starting to bark like a dog. I have
he's
words
starting to
for
bark
you.
like a dog. I think he just woke
Peter
up
Bar-
from a
his
nightmare
dogs are
as well.
barking. He's been on his feet all day.
Perhaps take a seat. Someone could fetch you a glass of water.
Yeah, he's like, oh, yes. Come out of there, young man.
And he like points at you, Garrett, and then tells his guy to leave as well. And he starts to head out and like leaves you lot to kind of like to sort of discuss. And what we'll do, we'll jump to a break and rejoin your discussion after the break. Bam bam. See you in a couple of minutes.
Bye.
Bye. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Lost Relics. Tales from Koiury. We are in Koiury, but 1,000 years before.
Went from super posh to Landon.
Landon, mate, yes, because
blink of an eye.
It's because I always do like a posh voice, ironically. Whenever I'm doing this voice, it's because really, I hate it. So, yeah, you guys found out a little bit of information about a fable. An old fable, an old story.
Which we could believe that it might actually have some truth to it.
Yeah, which, I mean, to be honest, all evidence points towards it being...
Like
thing.
either like, truth, but like a hint of truth, or probably like, very close to the original, but
Yeah.
who knows?
It's more evidence than the acolytes have uncovered. They just think it was some sort of bandit tieflings that did it. So, yeah, you guys are free to sort of discuss what your next move is, your next plan.
So, I just like between everyone, like as we gathered around this book, I suppose. Looking at Barfellow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there was no one else who saw where this creature or went on to afterwards?
We had a few people coming in, and
His eyes kind of like look at you for a second regarding you and think,
well, you'll possibly be interested to hear that a farmer witnessed an angel heading north into the mountains.
and he kind of looks over you all like,
And I suppose you think that he actually saw one?
You saw an angel.
Wait, who saw an angel? Oh, sorry, I dozed off for a second there.
Old Farmer Tish.
Oh, we should. Oh, old Tishy. Oh, he's lovely. He is. Oh, we should go and talk to him.
old Tishy.
Yes.
How
It
far
was-
away from here would...
Well, maybe we could do it in the morning. Actually, I've got to
Tishy's
go home
got
and
like
feed my baby.
A farm on the outskirts of town kind of thing.
It's a bit of a walk, and it's quite late at night now. And well, I do need my sleep.
I would suggest leaving enough food for a couple of days, perhaps.
Oh, but what? If we're going off adventuring, then I'll have somebody look after my babies for me.
Sorry to interrupt, but it is but on the outskirts of town. I don't think we need provisions or sleep, just to ask a few questions.
Well, okay
I'm
then.
sure our journey will take us further away from the town.
Again, sorry to interrupt, but we are going to a farm, no?
Oh, all right. Then we'll go and talk to him, and then we'll go back to mine and have a nice little nap. What do we say?
The boy
sounds
behind you
agreeable.
kind of goes, excuse me.
Yes, love.
Mm.
Oh, it's little Simon, isn't it? Oh, how are you? How's your granny?
Little Simon says, yes, good. Gran's okay, yes.
Oh, good.
She's been growing apples in an orchard. Good apples they are. And then he looks up at you and says, I know you all are going to go and try and find this dark seraph, this angel, but those people that came before, and he looks at the priest, they heard howling, and that doesn't seem to suggest angel to me.
Howling, you say?
The old man said,
Yes. They say that there was howling coming from the church this morning. I don't know quite what to make of that.
Like
the
a wolf.
howls of an animal?
Yes, like wolves.
Ooh, interesting.
In the morning.
Hmm.
Interesting.
Haven't seen
Wolves.
wolves in town for a long time.
It's not
Yes,
necessarily
they come to
nocturnal.
all out really round here.
they don't
Usually are.
tend to walk into town though, kind of thing.
Probably not wolves.
Well, we can. Surely there's a track around here. Do it well. I mean, we could find a tracker. See if I can find any wolf tracks. Surely, that would. Yes.
Maybe. I mean, you're on like stones and cobblestone and stuff. It's not like there's going to be like big old paw prints necessarily.
Might be some wolf poop around.
Maybe some wolf poop though.
Perhaps we should investigate.
You want to investigate? That right where you stood, just like look on the ground, see if you can find some tracks.
No, I was asking the party that we should
Oh, okay, good.
God
investigate.
damn
get
it.
more
I have the biggest investigation probably. Like, am I gonna have to investigate poop?
Well, it'd be a survival.
Well,
anyway.
Survival.
Yeah, probably survival.
But you know.
I can track the track.
Fifth edition survival is like really like broad categories. It's everything from like tracking animals and human prints to like identifying a monster. animal.
Foraging, stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I mean, it's pretty obvious that there's no wolf poop where you are because you would have seen it by now. Like, you don't even need to roll for
Good
it.
to know.
There isn't any wolf poop down here,
I am relieved.
or any obvious wolf tracks.
No wolves were relieved either by the looks of it. So
Forgive me if I'm wrong, but wolves would leave some kind of poop behind. I'm sorry, I really want to say poop in that accent.
Because the maturity levels are just like.
I'm sorry.
You need to take some sexy French lessons from Alf. This just isn't doing it for me, Peachy.
I'm not trying to do it for you. It's for Brad. And considering the strange markings we saw over there, these would not be natural?
So basically, it's something that can use balefire and howl and has big hands. Then,
Do you know such a demon beast?
well, I mean, there's all sorts of crazy things. I mean, I am 165, and I haven't even seen a fraction of what's in the world yet. So,
Specifically, demon fire and howling.
I don't know. A really hot werewolf, perhaps? No, I don't know. I'd need to do a lot more research. We need to investigate, is what we need to do. This requires some investigation.
The door that leads down into the thing opens up, and one of the acolytes that you see, like a younger woman, points down towards you guys, and you see that thuggish guard guy, Trell, head down. He goes,
You lot done in here?
I think we are. What about the rest of you?
It's just the mayor has requested that you get a move on.
Oh, he's an impatient little bugger sometimes, he is. I'll have to talk to his mother about it. Oh, no, wait, she
He
doesn't.
has the
His wife, then.
king on his back. I would presume he is quite worried.
Lady Brenna, if you saw what I saw, you would understand why people may be anxious to solve this problem.
Oh, I know, but there's no point in rushing. You should take things slowly and carefully and methodically.
I disagree. I think we should rush headfirst into this problem.
Well,
What do you say, Randy?
It's because you're young. Young people are always rushing about these days. They've got no time to just sit down and take a breath and think about things honestly.
The end of the world is at stake, woman.
What? Oh, the world will carry on. We might die, but the world will carry on.
Randy's always ready for the next challenge, brother.
so
just
Trell,
wondering
while
how
they're
it
like
He's just
discussing,
the 7 feet tall human girl.
while they're discussing this, Trell kind of beckons over Garrett, and he says,
Listen, the mayor wants this kept quiet because, you know, if some bandits get wind of this and they find it, we're going to be in just as much trouble. And you lot are taking your time. I thought you was heading straight out, and I think he did as well.
and he like looks to you and says,
I'm thinking he's going to appreciate it if you start finding the shield.
and then he kind of like looks around because he's dumb and stupid, like,
And then,
Trell was
It's
it?
surrounded by books.
I would have never seen this shield before, or been close to this shield, right?
oh no, no one would have seen
I
this
would-
shield.
Is it with Trish or Trell?
Trell.
Say, Trell. It's not a matter to take lightly. We need the leads to be able to find this shield.
He like
We
looks at you and
cannot
says,
rush out blindly.
he's like, look, I don't even know what it is that you're doing, to be honest. I've just been told to
ask that
All
you
my job's worth, mate.
hurry up.
Tell the good mayor that we are working to the best of our abilities, and that we shall find this shield
He,
sooner
like,
rather than later, of course.
Yeah,
We
he like
need-
gives you like a nod, like, yeah, look, I don't know what's going on, mate. All right.
Just tell him that we have it handled.
Yeah, he heads back up outside, sort of takes up his post outside again.
Oh,
Well then,
I remember him when he was young, you know. He was always a bit of a rough one, that one. But yeah,
that
kind
scallion.
lad. He loves his puppy. He does. Well, he's more of a dog now, I suppose. It was. But yes, he had a
I
lovely
wouldn't
little
be
puppy, and
surprised
he
the dog
always
was
would take that
dead.
dog everywhere. Sorry, love.
no, nothing. I said we should go to the farm, perhaps.
I agree.
Yes, okay.
This is the only
look
lead
for
we
some
have
more.
right now.
Yes.
We'll go to the farm, and after that, we'll have a nice sherry and a sit down.
Does this sound agreeable to everyone in the party?
Yes, let's go, love.
I start walking north.
I mean,
also-
the
Turn
Tell all these people
The,
talk too much.
I'll sort of like take up my staff and just like make my way along in little old lady walk, sort of.
yeah,
Randy,
like,
Randy offers to give Brenna a piggyback ride.
Oh no, I'm fine, love, fine.
the farm is.
Lily offers to give Randy a piggyback ride.
Wonder if you have that strength.
She's not slow. She's just very kind of like bent and things, but she's hobbling along quite quickly. So
I just walk normally, but like inside, I'm like, no one offers me a piggyback ride.
The farm is north of town, so you have to head a little ways out, because he's just got a huge amount of land that you have to first get to and then pass over and get to his little ramshackle housing that he has, a little bit in the same way that you've been offered sort of land and a house. That's kind of how he came to get his thing. He was just like, oh, I'm a farmer, I can work here, and they gave him this plot of land sort of thing. So he's sort of relatively new to town. Mostly, Brenna, you're going to be the one that knows this. Garrett, maybe.
Yeah, maybe I went with Trell to collect taxes.
let's face it, I probably knew him when he was a kid.
But you know everyone in
I
town.
probably know most people in the village from when they were kids, unless they're like elves or half elves.
Yeah, but I mean, this guy's fairly new to town, sort of thing.
Oh, right, maybe not
But
then.
he's so he's got like a kind of young farm in the making, and he's got like a fairly big family, and they all just live out on this farm. A few sons, which is why they make for good farmers, because you can't really just be
Strapping
one
young
single
lads.
man out in a farm in this kind of untamed lands. So yeah, if you guys head, is that where you're going, kind of thing? You're heading out to this farm way out where?
It is dark though, right? No.
Yeah, it's like I mean, you've probably been in there for about half hour, 45 minutes max. So you're looking at about 8:45 when you head out of town. And by the time you actually make it, like Brenna, you probably know the way. I'm going to guess that you probably went and had a nice cup of tea with him, or brought him a pie when he first moved to town.
Yeah. I baked him a nice apple pie. You know, it probably had some cat hair in it.
Oh dear.
And
It enhances the flavor.
yeah, like when you get there, he
What's his name, by the way, bro?
his name was Farmer Tish.
Tish, right.
And Farmer Tish is all in a tizzy.
You
And,
have a tissue.
all of his sons are like wandering around, kind of thing, like shoring up defenses. You notice that all of them are armed tonight, which is odd.
I'll just hobble up and be like, "Oh, Tishy, my darling, how are you?"
All right, there you, Brenna. Was it lovely
Yes,
to meet
love,
you?
yes. Remember me? I brought you an apple pie when you first moved here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's absolutely wonderful to
Ooh.
see you. Did you want to come in for a nice cup of
Oh, well, we
tea?
actually had some questions to ask you. We're investigating, you see. Oh, yes.
Oh,
Very
what
exciting.
What are you investigating? And he's
Oh,
like, he looks
well,
up at the sky.
so somebody broke into the church vault or temple vault, whatever it was. and they stole a shield, and we're looking for the thing that took it.
A shield, was it? That's what they took. Oh, yeah, we had a few of the militia out here today asking about it. Yeah, there's obviously something going
You're
on.
all right. There's a bit of a kerfuffle going on, love.
Yeah, well, you see, we saw something earlier on.
Oh, what
it
did you
was,
see?
Well, we saw an angel.
A what?
And like one of the like older sons turns around, like he's way less disheveled looking than this crazy, like twitching old man. He's like, well, he thinks he saw an angel. I'm saying it was a dragon. And then one of the younger sons turns around and says, "Oh, it wasn't a dragon. I've seen these in my books. It was a griffin. More than a griffin. And we shouldn't even be out here at this late. It's stupid." And the old man's like, "Oh, no, I'm telling you, it was a Leria's light shining on the new farm." And the older son's like,
Can you
Do not find
describe
me a
exactly
bird.
what you saw?
Angels do not just appear for no reason. Griffins are more likely.
each of them gives you a description that, like very, very early this morning when they were just setting up the farm, like 5 a.m., all of them get up and start doing farm stuff with the animals, and they all tend to each of their tasks. Each of them were at different points of the farm. Farmer Tish himself saw angel wings and just, it was quite hard to make out because it was dark, but like a figure, humanoid in shape with angel wings flying like way up in the sky, flew directly over him. The older son says couldn't possibly have been a human. It had the wings of a dragon and a long tail, and it flew past the moon, so that's how he was able to make out the
Are they
shape
all
of it.
like are they describing like they saw this at the same time or like at a
Yeah,
different
they
time?
they all saw the same thing because like it was a fairly big thing. You're out in the middle of a field, and a thing flies over ahead of you. You're gonna
It's
look it up at it like a plane, you know, or whatever.
Yeah.
The younger
Do we
son
get
says
the feeling they're lying or just embellishing what they...
Or just don't know what the fuck.
you can
They-
roll.
they-
You can roll an insight if you want to like check them out. I'll let you just roll one for
Sounds
each.
like more data. They just can't agree because it was so far up.
The other
but-
one, the younger one says it definitely had like the wings of a griffin, as in they were like more eagle-like wings, but he couldn't make out what it was. Like,
Right, insight. What is insight? That's...
it's just that body language reading.
No.
skill.
I mean, what do I roll for it? Like,
Oh, whatever your modifier insight is, d20 plus your.
is it wisdom or is it int?
Do you not just have the skill insight on your thing?
Yeah.
Under skills, there should
Oh
be
yeah,
insight.
It's
duh.
a whiz.
Okay.
No.
Okay, so that's a +6. Okay.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, you guys don't feel like they're lying. It's a bit like Simon said. They're just.
They just don't know what the fuck they're talking about, right?
Yeah, they're just like they just were looking up in the very, very like early morning dark sky, and something.
So it definitely had
flew over their
wings
head.
then.
Yeah, but it doesn't seem like they're lying. They just seem like friendly farm folk.
Like they don't know better. Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, the only thing they all agree on, it was big and it had wings.
Yeah, I mean, Farmer Titch sort of carries on. Yeah, it flew north, straight into the mountains. Directly ahead of you, on the map up here, you can see there's like a mountain range. It's fairly easy to make out because, like I said, like you can kind of just drag a thing from here. It's like around a 2-week, just over travel probably, off the road. So you can see this like mountain range in the very far distance. They're convinced that this thing was flying that way. All three of them say it flew directly north.
Right.
Other than that, the rest they're just bickering.
Do I know of anything over there of importance?
What can you roll me for that? Roll me like a history. I mean, yeah, roll me like a history check. Just to see what you know of the island.
Hang on, I closed my sheet because I'm an idiot. Good grief.
No.
There's absolutely nothing of importance over there.
Like, so the whole island is fairly like uninhabited in terms of like mainlanders, king's men, etc., heading over and populating the place.
Okay. Do
this
I
is
do
the
I know if there's
colonies.
anything over there?
I mean, people know that there's a mountain range.
Anything of interest, sort of thing.
Oh no, not really.
Oh, can I not roll on my history check?
You can, yeah, but
Okay.
like, I'm just thinking as a person that's lived in the
Oh.
town. I thought you was just inquiring as a general.
Right.
To see if you know anything specific.
Not really. God
Nope.
damn. Obviously, I didn't read many of the history and geography books.
Yeah, I mean, there isn't really much on it though, because you're one of the first people that ever lived here.
Yeah.
Right now.
Probably isn't in any history books yet.
Oh, maybe I could write some. That would be fascinating.
Aren't you here? Isn't that why you're here? Like Lady Brenna, you're here to document.
Well,
things,
my,
you know?
my research is more arcane than geographical, but you know.
A crazy
flying
beast who
thing.
flies overhead must
Yes.
have some arcane abilities, no?
Oh, absolutely, yes.
Do we have provisions? I feel we should move on this as soon as...
Oh, I've got some back at fireplace. But we should. Do we have to start in the middle of the night though?
We may lose the trail. It recently flew over, no?
Yeah, so we're not gonna have a trail anyway. It was flying.
But we may see people who saw the same thing.
Yes, and
Get
I'm
to
sure
more
they'll still be
actively-
there in the morning, and we'll all be well rested as well.
I doubt people.
And
would
I need to
stand-
arrange this. I need to arrange somebody to feed my babies while I'm away. They'll be hungry.
Is there anything I can roll to try and convince her to that we
No.
should go now?
You may bicker the whole night through. I don't, yeah, generally, unless it really, really calls for it, I don't let you roll persuasions and stuff against each other. I
She's a
just like to see
crotchety
you
old
RP
lady,
it.
and she wants her nap. Okay.
I just like to
Perhaps
see
we should
RP it
send the
out.
old lady home while we do some real work.
Excuse me.
Perhaps some of the farmers around here could assist you. Like perhaps
With
one of them
what?
could look around, look for your cats, or
What? Feed my.
I
Well,
thought you were good
maybe I could
friends
do with a restorative. Well, if one of the, okay, I'm gonna be like, oh, bugger me, fine. Right, come here, love. I'll beckon over one of the strapping young farmers, sort of thing.
Yeah, you can call over the one that looks like maybe 15.
Okay.
Yes,
Young
how can I
man,
help?
come here. I've got a job for you. Would you like some pocket money?
He like looks over to his dad, who kind of just goes, "Yeah, go on."
Yeah.
Yes, yes,
Do
sure.
you like pussy cats?
Oh, I love pussycats.
Okay.
Jesus.
Would you like to feed my pussy cats for me while I'm away? I'll give you this gold here. There you go, love. And what I want you to do now you need to go to the butcher, and he knows the cut of meat they like. There's quite a lot of them, so I'm carrying out quite a lot of gold things. I feel like now it's. Now they like the butcher knows the cut of meat they like, and you need to feed them.
Now, just feed the cats. We need to go.
The little kid like looks up and says, "We provide the meat to the butcher. Sometimes I could take some of our stores and feed your cats."
Oh, it's
They-
got to be the right cut though. It's got to be the prime flank. Is that okay?
prime flank, and he looks over to his
For
dad
cats.
again, who does another nod with a twitchy
she
eye.
likes her cats.
I've seen a cat eat his own poop.
And
after
I'm going to look at
vomiting
him
it.
and go, and just remember, love, I am a wizard, and I will know if you've not been feeding them correctly.
he's like, yes, I can.
Is he
I
a
look
trickle
after
of
the-
pee?
I look
or-
I'm
after the
100,
chickens.
yeah.
I
I'm
fed the lambs.
165, love, and I know when somebody's trying to take me for a ride. They
Yeah,
don't do that, all right?
Oh,
He's like, I look after the chickens and the lambs. I think I can feed the cats.
It looks like those pussies are in for a fancy feast, brother.
Oh yes, nothing but the best for my pussies. And I'm gonna give the boy a pat on the head and go, now run along, love. Go on.
How much gold did you give him?
I like. How much gold did I have? I'm not sure.
One would be an absurd amount, like one
One would
gold
be an
piece.
absurd amount. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, okay. I just counted out enough silver then to make like 1 gold or something.
All right, so you give him like 10 silver, and he's like blown away. He's like,
Yeah, his eyes would go.
"Oh,
Now,
maybe
if there's any
the-
left over after, you can keep the rest, love. For a job well
wonderful.
done. But I'll be paying attention. I'll know. Oh yes, I'll know.
Yeah, he takes the gold, grabs
Don't
like a
fuck
little
with cats.
backpack from his house, fills it with a few provisions of his own, straps a sword to his side. His dad sends him off, tells him to watch the road on the way back into town.
Yeah.
And
And don't forget to wipe your feet on the way in and out.
He trots off with his little
And
pouch
change
of
the
silver
litter box at
jangling.
least twice a day. There's quite a lot of them. Let's fill it up quickly.
He couldn't be happier.
You know that the cats go out or something?
Oh, there's a cat flap, but you know. Look, I have a crazy cat lady house, alright? There's probably
Yeah.
cat shit that I haven't noticed in various corners.
He's gonna walk in and there's gonna be 1,000 cats. He's gonna be so unprepared that he doesn't realise that 1 gold is not enough to pay for all of the meat he needs to buy.
Probably, yeah. He's just gonna open the door and there's just a tidal wave of cats gonna come out. He's gonna be like,
Yeah, just thousands of them.
Yeah.
Alright, so what do you guys want to do next?
Well, with the cat problem taken care of, perhaps we should see if we can get some, you know.
If you borrow some horses or something? Yeah, these farmers. What kind of like stuff do these farmers? Is this one farmer or is this a group of farmers?
This is like one big farm, but they have all sorts on there. They
Could probably
do
rent
have horses, yeah.
Yes, I think maybe inquire about that. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. He's like, so he shows you over to a few nags, but he's like, do you want to hire these? They're more draft horses than riding horses, but they'll do.
I am not really a horse lady, as you say. They make me quite nervous.
Have
They're
you
like
got
fairly
like a pillow
decent
for the
horses,
saddle?
though.
Because me piles have been playing me up recently.
Sound a little hoarse.
Yes,
Maybe
let
we
me
should
tell you.
speak up.
I mean, I tried the ointment, but it's just not. I did have a pillow with a little round hole in it. That was quite good.
On this one, my feet touch the floor. This is no good.
Well, there are 5 other horses which are clearly riding horses and clearly of like fairly decent stock.
I'm just gonna get the farmer to like stick a
but
pillow on
he's-
one of the oldest, sort of most chilled out horse, and just like
Yeah,
"You
he's
could've
sort of
put a
showing
pillow
you
on."
to the horses that probably like plough the fields and stuff.
Yeah.
I think Randy. I mean, just speaking for Randy and possibly Peachy's character, we might actually need the draft horses. Like,
Yeah, I suppose you're pretty big.
Large lumps of human.
Yeah, I mean, he can saddle these up for you and let you have them, but then he's like, do you have the gold to borrow these? I mean, I know
How
you're
about a
doing this-
deposit for now? We are doing we are on a mission for the mayor after all, and it would be a shame if
We're on
Our-
a mission from God.
our mission would be impaired somehow.
Which
He like
God?
he like looks you over and he's like, yes, of course, you're working for the mayor, of course.
Yeah.
I suppose you can have them and I can
I have a
square it up
deposit
with
for
the
now.
mayor.
Like I give him like 5 gold deposit.
He gives it back and he's like, no, I'll square it up with the mayor. It's fine. He's like, he's a little bit like.
I'm sure the mayor would be.
Oh yes,
Why?
he's a lovely young man.
He's
the mayor.
intimidated
Yeah.
specifically by you, Garrett.
I guess my stern looks like, you know, just like name dropping, pretty much like
The beefcake behind you and the giant woman. Nothing.
The terrifying
No.
little old lady.
He's a lot more afraid of.
I
the
think
mayor.
I think they know me for doing like, you know, the very odd jobs for the mayor. You know, so
So he's like, well, you take each of these and he saddles one up.
good.
and
I'm sure Major Fimble would be quite pleased with your
That's-
cooperation.
Good to hear. And he goes and fetches another saddle, which looks a little bit nicer for a woman's physique, with a little bit of a softer saddle. I don't know too much about horses, but the saddle's nice. And
I know nothing about
Well-
women's physiques.
I don't know nothing about women either, but he straps it onto the thing and onto the horse. And says,
I don't know anything about them in game.
Can you maybe strap it like a couple of blankets or a pillow on top of it? Because I've got quite a
certainly.
bony ass, to be honest with you. And
This is
riding
this is my wife's saddle, so.
Ooh,
it's-
nice.
it's
Oh yes, she
designed
had
to be
piles too, didn't she? I remember.
She did, yes.
Is there anybody in this town that has not had piles treated by you?
Serious question: are piles hemorrhoids?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I figured that out. It sounded like
And
hemorrhoids.
everyone has them in town.
Talking about the donuts. And
Not
stuff.
everybody. It's just-
Epidemic.
Look, she's 165, okay? Gravity and time, and she spends a lot of time sitting down. It's just.
Oh
gonna
no,
happen.
has Brenna seen my butt? Oh my god.
Yes. Yes, she has. You have
No.
piles.
No.
She has very cooling ointments, no?
South.
Nice.
She's not exactly you know, she's not exactly a doctor or anything, but you know, she knows a lot, and she's like, oh yes, I'm sure I'm gonna book with. Oh yes, there we go. There's a book on herbal medicine. Yeah. She dabbles in a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, do you want to jump on the horses and?
I'll be like, young man, could you perhaps give me a leg up? I'm just, oh god.
Yeah.
You see Randy like go. Like,
No. Whoa. She's like, whoa.
Randy just picks you up with like a finger and a thumb and just places you.
Because she only weighs like 7 stone, this old lady. She's like,
Yeah.
I never really
with
got
the
that
old
with,
stick.
with that weight, like for 7 stones. Like I never got the.
Don't know what it is.
You have so many weird measurements, like in
What is 7 stone in like? Would you use kilos or
I
pounds?
don't know. Pounds maybe, kilos. So
Pounds here.
Americans use pounds. Yeah.
Yeah.
44.5 pounds. So, yeah.
Jesus.
44.5 pounds.
She's tiny. She's
So
like,
like a-
If
she's like a
Randy's
small
put you on
person.
the horse,
she's
Randy
5
can
foot.
pick you up with like nothing.
What? I mean, you.
You know
You
those
are-
skinny little old ladies who are just made of like they look like they'll probably
Yeah,
blow
but you're.
away.
I mean,
Sinew and bone.
Yeah, pretty much.
you're basically nothing. Like you have this. Okay.
And her stats though are insane.
All right.
Yeah.
So upon horseback and saddled
16
up
constitution bitches.
and ready, you have a horse each. The strongest looking horses for Lilgath and Randy. The weakest carrying Brenna. Yeah, where do you want to go? There's no like road that leads.
Just head north, I suppose.
I mean, there's a road that leads to Nyers, which is the town like way over here.
Who has the best survival skill? I have a +3.
Actually, I've got a +3 as well.
I think that sounds like someone. Yeah, one of you.
Yeah, either one of us make the roll, and then maybe because Brad can make a case for 5th edition has this like assist mechanic.
Yeah.
And so if basically myself and Brenna are trying to like eke out the path.
I've spent many years in the wilderness with the giants. Maybe I could help.
How's Peachy's modifier?
It
Pretty-
sounds a little too much like metagaming to me, you know?
Well, I don't know. I mean, if we're scouts, you know, if we're scouts,
I mean,
like
yeah,
we're-
you can
working
kind of
together.
probably work out as well. Just even though you don't
I-
RP
yeah,
it, you can kind of
7.
work out that if he's like, oh, I've lived.
You would be the
off
most
the land.
able-bodied to do this task. Like you, I mean, just speak out about it, and you know, you should do it. And maybe someone can help you. Like it's just don't have to talk about the modifiers, but
I do not need your help, tiny little man. I don't actually say that. That's very rude. I wouldn't.
What is it
No,
you're
Gaff,
trying
you
to?
know all the countryside and things, don't you, love?
What is it you're trying to do, Ray?
Oh, I was just gonna say, like in that situation, you can roll like an assist check, and they roll with advantage.
Yeah, but what are you looking for?
Oh, I mean, I'm just looking for the most like the easiest path to that mountain keep. We were looking to the
Okay.
north
Yeah.
of Lake Town.
Yeah, no worries. So you can kind of set Lilgath and Randy on like a path checking mission. Do Garrett and Brenna do anything specific, or do you just kind of fall in line and follow?
can be. I mean, I guess I can listen in to see if I hear anything specific, but I can't really contribute. I think depending on the light out, you know.
Yeah. I mean, you can kind of scout out. For
I can
the
hear
record,
my ears open.
it is
Brenna, by the way,
a
has nodded off on horseback at this point. She's just like,
it is a
Oh,
full
interesting.
moon tonight, so light is not too bad on the plains. There is like a decent amount of light considering it's very very late.
Okay.
So yeah, you can sort of see fairly well. Yeah, dark visioner over there.
I
Half
think-
elf probably.
Yeah, I
can see
think Fuzzy
fairly well.
can see pretty clearly.
yeah,
Yeah.
but like, yeah, Brenna has nodded off. She's an old lady.
I-
She
I-
needs a nap. She's like,
She's just
Yeah,
sleeping
but, like,
on the horse somehow.
I
Yeah.
mean, sleeping on the horse is a no-no, kinda.
You're gonna just fall off and.
I like
Well, no,
this.
she's not proper sleeping, but she's definitely dozing. She's like,
Well, she doesn't sleep anyway, right? So.
well,
half
not
elf.
really, but yeah, she's definitely like, she's like,
She can enter like 90% of her meditative state.
yeah, she's meditating.
Half of trance.
Yeah, I think they do, don't they? Or am I wrong? I feel like they do.
I can't.
I don't know. Or she's just thinking about butts or something. I don't know. Whatever.
Brenna
Whatever old
can, 'cause
ladies do
she's
when they're riding
extremely
horses.
old.
Oh, this takes me back. Ooh.
Thinking about butts.
So, travel, like, I'll fast forward a little bit because one shot. You're actually on the road for around a week in total. So, if I
Brenna's
could
spent a
just
lot of
get
time complaining
survival
about her
checks
piles.
from each of you, just to see how well you fare on the road in terms of, like, everything, really.
What do you want? Sorry.
Survival
Survival
checks. Yeah, just want to see how well
Everyone.
you're doing.
Okay.
Piles are giving me jip.
The piles are giving Brenna a little bit of jip on the road, and Garrett, you're probably more of a city dweller, I guess, as well. Even taking into account your background, it was probably still mostly a city-based thing. So being out in the wilderness is not the most comfortable environment for you, though you didn't fare too badly. Same for you, Brenna. Your piles are kicking up. You're setting up camp, sleeping on bedrolls. I guess the others are probably doing what they can
Yeah.
to help you with tents and shelter and things and food. But mostly, Lilgath and Randy provide ample food. You don't really need to tuck into any like rations and preserves. Ample food and water for you guys. Though anything that
Andy,
you had
do not
that
tell
was-
Lady Brenna this was a cat, okay? I don't think she would enjoy that.
Yeah, at one point, Lilgath returns with a cat and cooks it up like Bruce Lee does in that movie, whichever one it is. That he cooks the cat and eats it in.
My lips are sealed.
And yeah, no, you sort of fare.
Lilgath's just like, she's got a familiar tang to it. Is this rabbit?
You fare completely fine on the road. Anything that comes in to attack is only small, very weak. No, you don't run into like an orcish battalion. You don't run into a fucking dragon or anything like that, or even like anything as threatening as a pack of wolves. Anything that you run across is very small, easily dealt with, or scared off.
Which ball to the face?
On the 7th morning, you begin to like pretty much approach the mountains. You're going to be at the very foot of the mountains. You've got to the mountains in terms of they're on either side. Give me perception checks. Let's just see what you see when you arrive before I dive in.
Nice.
Boom.
Oh God!
Boom.
I see everything.
Oh,
This is crit roll day, right?
Yeah, Jesus, like
not for me.
So
What's my
many-
elf I see? Motherfucking
so
everything,
many crit
bitches.
20s.
we just unraveled the
It's a
Think that-
perception, sorry.
universe.
Yeah, perception.
I think my hemorrhoids are acting up.
Yeah, the hemorrhoids giving me jip has just made me more attentive to everything else. It's just like, oh, I'm looking around to take my mind off the bloody unbearable itching.
Garrett's hating it at this point. He's hating it to the point where everyone's looking around at the mountains and he's just got his head down on his horse, barely like taking anything around. Ahead of you guys, maybe half a day's travel, there's a very, very clear opening in the side of the mountain. And as you're setting out after making camp, you see some flashes of blue. Upon closer inspection, Brenna and Randy are convinced that this is fire.
Oh yes, that's definitely fire.
Balefire, brother.
Yes, that does look like balefire, doesn't it?
Fire?
Ooh,
Brenna explained to me what it is.
yes, I did. You were very nice and attentive, and I'm so glad. Young people these days just don't listen to their elders as much as they should. It's a terrible thing, really. But yes, it was.
Sometimes elders talk too much, though.
No, I wouldn't say that. No, I wouldn't say that at all. No.
So
No,
when they pointed out, right? You see
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
They see it.
Brenna
Like,
starts
so
mumbling about balefire and
it's
demons.
multiple quick flashes of it. Quite like at the base of where this like opening appears to be, like a cave, like a really huge cave.
like near a cave entrance or like a.
Yeah.
And we're like how far? What?
It's probably a little under a half a day's travel.
Okay.
Like you would get there within today easy. And it's like a fairly flat plain ahead of you, and then you've just got mountains curving in on each side. I mean, essentially, if you're looking at this map, you're like here, I guess, maybe a little bit more. Hang
On the world map or the.
Yeah, on the world map, you're probably there. I've just thrown a little X in.
Okay. So we traveled like. Oh. Okay.
Yeah, you've done 2 weeks, but you're on horseback, so you've been riding fairly quickly. And
Oh, we've been traveling for a long time. Okay.
yeah, so well, you've been traveling for 7 days, but you've done about 2 weeks worth of standard travel. It's just the simplest way to do it, really.
It would seem like we have. Well, we're on the right path at least.
Yes, dear. Yes. Ooh.
So.
Well.
Lady Brenna, is this the fire you were talking about from your books?
Yes, I do believe it is, love. Yes. Yes. Oh God, I hope we don't have to deal with a demon. It'll be. Oh.
I fear we may have to deal with a demon.
We should
Yes,
prepare
I
for
think
the
so.
worst. We should prepare for the worst.
I fear the demon will have to deal with us, brothers.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Have you ever encountered a demon before, dear?
Let's go over here to the cave over in this direction. Or maybe over there, too.
Dear, has any of you ever encountered a demon before?
I highly doubt it.
My ex-wife, brother.
Yes. No. It's
Your
not
ex-wife was a demon?
Be
I-
very.
I-
just. Oh.
It's a metaphor, brother.
Just be
You see-
careful, all right? They're tricky buggers. Let me tell
It's a
you.
hint of
Metaphor. I have
smile.
never heard of this kind of demon. I will check my studies.
When Randy says that, it's a hint of smile on my face, like just just a little smirk, like the faintest little smirk, and then he just disappears. Yeah. And talk about his wife.
Yeah. All right. So do you guys want to ride on, or I mean, like, how do you want to approach as you head towards?
Very fucking carefully.
What time of day is it? Yeah.
It's pretty early in the morning. We'll say it's
Okay.
about 9
Well, I
a.m.
reckon we can make it to that mountain by, mid-afternoon, something like that, perhaps.
Seems reasonable. Should press on.
Yeah, you're just gonna ride on in horseback, full pelt.
Hopefully find some place to
Well, not full pelt. but, you know,
leave the horses.
cautious pelt.
A cautious trot, a canter, or whatever. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. So you guys start heading in. After about 3-4 hours, you start to see a little bit more detail forming in terms of the cave. It's pretty large. It's like an enormous entrance. It's definitely like sort of an entrance into a cave. Let me try and think about how big it is. It's probably, in fact, I can probably kind of work it out if you give me a second on this little mappy map. Probably about 40 feet across, and probably about 60 feet high in terms of this huge opening into the side of the mountain. As you approach, you've probably got like another half an hour by horseback before you approach. You hear a couple of screams, like humanoid screams, coming from that direction.
From the cave.
From the direction of the cave, yeah.
Someone is in trouble. We must help them.
They're screaming really loudly, aren't they?
They're screaming really loudly. There are like 2 or 3 more flashes of bright blue fire. You can give me perception checks again if you want to kind of just peer and
Yeah,
look and
I'm
try
gonna
and
be
make
like,
out
"Ooh, what the
specifically
hell
what's
was
going
that?"
on.
Oh, that's my mouse gone. There. Boosh.
Damn. Killing the perception rolls.
Rather than
Well,
looking at
well.
it, I would like to try and spur my horse on to go to it because there's people in trouble.
Alright, so yeah, you just spur your horse on, and fly on in there. And like as you're looking ahead of you, everybody apart from Garrett can see that there are large-ish creatures, like big bears or something, jumping around, moving quickly, and there are two like figures, humans, running from them, and they appear to be kind of doing a cat and mouse, running around chasing these people.
Oh, well, that just
who are,
won't
like,
do at all,
screaming.
will it?
It's pretty hard to make out though. You're still pretty far away.
So
You
the
all have
surrounding
keen
area,
eyes.
it's like still plains around, or like are they?
Yeah, it's fairly like plain, like grassland,
Okay.
all the way up to the edge, and then there's just like a sheer kind of cliff face that starts to head upwards as the mountains go upwards.
Well, Lily is like rushing ahead, so like I guess like we're spurring our horses to like can't really leave.
I'm not going to spur my horse too much because I'm elderly, but I'm going to sort of like contour a bit maybe.
I mean, yeah, if you.
Oh, look at me! Oh,
Yeah, I just imagine your hip breaking or something.
holy piles!
So, yeah, you guys like head on in, heroes to the end, swords out, cavalry's arrived, kind of thing. It still takes you like 15 minutes. All the while, you're kind of trying to make out what's going on down here. These giant bear-like creatures are completely toying with these people. The screams eventually stop, and the flames stop as well. And as you start to approach, the horses start to buck and
I immediately get off my horse
sway
and
and
start.
stop. Yeah, I mean, if you want to try and carry on riding the horse in, give me animal handling because they're starting to go insane.
Yeah, no, I'm getting off my horse as soon as it starts. Actually, I'm just like, oh, settle down now. Okay, fine. You don't want to go. That's
Yeah.
Is there any?
Oh dear.
wrecked.
I think I may have fallen.
I think.
I've fallen.
get up.
I can't get up. Oh, 111 elf alert.
Are we
Jesus.
all rolling animal handling?
Animal handling if you want to try and stay on the horse, yeah. Or you can kind of do what Brenna's done, which is just be like, bring it to a stop and get off.
How far away are we from the?
You're pretty close now. We'll,
Okay.
like, let's see how far.
I guess I will dismount actually.
You're like maybe 100 feet from the cave entrance.
Okay. And these creatures are like I can see them clearly now, of course.
You
But
can
like,
start to see
like,
them clearly, yeah.
Are they like around dance, like just jumping around the entrance?
They're all starting to look your way. They look a hell of a lot more like giant dogs now. Giant wolves, something like that.
I'll bring my horse to a halt, and I'll just dismount and try to see. Does it look like it's like nervous?
Yeah, it's like it's wildly bucking and freaking out. Its eyes are wide. And it's
Okay, I
kind of,
think
like,
I have to
rearing
calm
up.
it down first. Then I'm gonna roll an animal handling check to see if I can calm the horse down and just like dismount properly.
Cool, yeah. During this time, Lilgath is thrown from the back of a horse.
Yeah.
Do you want to give me a dex save to see if you can kind of not get messed up?
Peachy, he's fucked.
You successfully sort of calm your horse down, though it obviously will not be taken much further forward without like forcibly dragging it, kind of thing. Garrett, not Peachy.
I'll be dismounting, sort of like where Brenna is. I'm not going to try to ride in.
Cool.
I'm not dexterous enough for that.
Do you do a dex save, Peachy?
I mean, I don't know much about animals, so my dex is not good. I think I just fall to the ground. To be honest.
All right, yeah, fine. I was going to say if you wanted to try and attempt to like not.
I suppose I would attempt not to die, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's kind
Dex
of
saving throw against, you know.
You can flail and land on your neck, or you can attempt to like land. You know,
I definitely flail, but do I land on my neck?
you don't land on your neck. You flail and you land on your bum, and successfully,
strength, wasn't it?
like it's like a little. There was a strength saving throw. Screw
Oh,
it.
damn it.
Oh, sorry. No, my dex is way worse than that.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
That's fine. That's still a make. You land on your butt, and you don't take any sort of damage from it, though you've bruised your bum a little bit. Maybe you did that thing where you land on your
Hemorrhoids.
coccyx a little bit, and yeah, it sends one of those horrible
You're like,
shocks up your spine. Definitely. Yeah, you can sit and do that for a bit. But above you, the horse is starting to go a little bit crazy. They're starting to turn as if they're going to try and head away.
I'm just going to let my horse
calm
go.
his
It's like,
down.
go on, you bugger off then.
All right, then Brenna
Did I
starts to move
successfully
away.
calm my horse down?
Yeah.
Okay, so I just dismount it like normally, like just calm it, like stroke it, and it makes it like it kind of like it's not in the fray of combat. We might need to have at least one horse or something later on.
Yeah, sure. You're like about 100 feet away from the things and the cave.
Okay. I start taking out my bow as well.
Cool. Yeah. So these things have sort of clocked you guys. Like your horses are kind of like moving backwards or moving away a little bit. They won't easily go too much further forward. Though if any of them do, Garrett, it would be yours because you've calmed it down a little bit. It's a little bit less freaked out. However, in front of you, you've got these. Like giant dogs, giant wolves-looking things. There's no way any of you would have seen them again, or seen them before. They don't look like wolves. They don't look like bears. They don't look like dogs to you. Each one of them has a set of ice blue eyes, just straight over like a sclera lens, just full block ice blue. One of them sort of sniffs the air and starts to pace up and down. How do you want to approach? They're still 100 feet away, but it seems that they're kind of aware that you're there.
They are they chasing things? No, are they like the humanoids that?
No, there's a couple of bodies behind them that are smoking.
These
Yummy.
things look like there might be trouble. Fireball.
Okay. Do you cast fireball?
Yeah.
You're gonna cast a fireball on them.
I immediately as she cast fireball, knocks an arrow.
Yeah.
I wanna
all right. So as soon as you cast fireball, Fuzzy, roll initiative.
Right.
Because
Okay.
it's immediately acting hostile.
Do we get the thing
Dex,
before
right?
initiative?
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a. You don't get a surprise round. No,
Why not?
they saw you.
Are we still attacking before, right?
Both parties have to be. The party has to be unaware of you for it to be surprised.
Yeah. There's no way that they didn't see you.
So if you're hiding and it's like an ambush.
Yeah, we just rode up. Somebody fell off a horse, and then then they're going, "The fuck?"
I mean,
Once both groups are aware of each other, a surprise
they're
round.
not surprised, but they also haven't really acted in initiative.
No, I just wanted to know if you were gonna hostilely approach them, kind of thing.
Oh
so
Jesus!
Okay.
Fuzzy's first thing is fireball, so
I got a 20.
Sorry, the button freaked out on me.
I rolled a 1. Don't tell anybody.
All right, so everybody add your initiatives to the turn order. We'll go to a quick break while we set this up, and it seems like a decent time to jump into one. And when we return, you guys can fight the nasty pup, the evil mutt, and the large pooch. I had to name him something. See you in a couple of minutes. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Lost Relics. And our crew of wonderful adventurers are currently, well, you're about to start fighting with these huge dog-like creatures. And in a lovely twist of events, Fuzzy, you get to go first and fire your fireball off.
Right, so it's like a 20-foot radius sphere. So if I fire it about here, it should cover the large pooch and the nasty pup, right?
Yeah, you set it up here, and yeah, easy, yeah.
Cool, right. So
Do you
yeah,
have the range on that? What is the range on fireball?
150 foot. 150 foot it is.
Yeah, so I do, what, dex saves on fireball?
Let's make it, yeah, dex saving throw.
And then you roll your, whatever it is.
That is 8d6.
Cool. Roll your damage. Boom! So, Brenna lets off like a huge fireball. Does it just look like a standard fireball? What do we see?
Yeah, she fires it from a staff, so it's just like, bugger off you! And whoosh.
And an enormous fireball explodes in between two of these huge dog-like creatures that are starting to look like they're going to head towards you. It explodes. At first, they kind of like, they immediately snap their heads to look at this fire, and it just engulfs them entirely. And yeah, both of them seem completely unperturbed by this and just carry on heading towards you guys.
Oh, well, bugger.
Would you like to take a bonus action?
Fire creatures, Brenna. Fire creatures.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's the only big spell I have. Bonus action would, can I fire off a witch bolt as a bonus action? Or?
No.
It's a nash.
I can't. What type of wizard are you?
I am a necromancer.
Alright,
Oh
anyone play
shit!
necromancer?
Necromanting it up here. Okay.
Yeah.
But you guys don't know that.
I don't know if they have any bonus stuff off the
I
top
don't
of my
think
head.
they.
Been
I don't
very
think so,
busy.
yeah.
Not until something's dead.
Sure, yeah. I mean, you can move if you'd like to move, or else we'll
Yeah,
move on to Lilgath.
I'm gonna. Yeah, I can. The only thing I have that would be useful at all in the fight is Grim Harvest, but that's not until I've killed something. So I'm just gonna step behind Randy. I'm just gonna be like, oh, okay, well this looks like trouble then. After you, young man.
Nice, yeah. Okay, Lilgath.
I know what I should do here, but instead, I'm going to use my full move action to get up all in their grill.
You're like dashing over there.
You mad bugger.
Hang on, let me just double check that distance. Oh, I can go one more.
It's like 80 feet.
Well, isn't it 30 move?
Yeah, you're a human, right?
I can't go any further than this. No.
Because you use your dash. I presume you get 80 feet because you're a barbarian, right?
Yeah, sorry. I was just, but I also was talking
I
distance
should
from us
be
to
a
them was
square
80.
up,
Oh,
but I
yeah.
can't move there.
Cool. So Lilgath just starts sprinting in. I guess in terms of what you're doing, Peachy, you just leg it
Yeah,
as fast as you can.
Is there any reason why I can't move any more than this?
What do you mean?
I can't go a square up.
Oh, really? Is that where you're supposed to be?
Oh, now I
Move
can
around.
move. I can't move back. There's like an invisible wall behind me.
I'll have a look on my layers, but oh my god, there
Sacred
is. What the hell?
blurs the bugs in the game. They are stopping me.
In
There's
a
a-
game.
Polygons,
fucking-
the texture quality, the
There's a dynamic
anti-aliasing.
lighting line there, and I don't know why. I don't know
What
how.
did you
It's
do,
like
Bradley?
a perfect,
What
it's like
did you
a
do?
perfect line. I don't know. I didn't do it. I swear I didn't do it. I didn't dynamically light this. Cool. So Lilgath runs up all the way up there.
Shield out. Club
Shield out. Yeah, heading straight towards the screaming.
Uh,
Sweden.
Man, I will murder you all.
Oh God.
From the side of you over here, this guy, the evil nut, runs in at you as quickly as he can. As he runs in, you see, like, as he breathes out, there's like little licks of flame to each side of his. Hang on, I'm just going to mute you, Ray. Sorry. Right,
Oh, that's what it was.
yeah, well, I can mute people. So he's got little like licks of blue flame that come out from his mouth, his eyes. As you get closer, you can see that his eyeballs are actually kind of on fire. They have little licks of flame that come out as well. They're just, it's not that they have blue eyes necessarily, it's just that they have like fire coming out of their eyes.
I immediately regret this decision.
Yeah, this one runs up to you, very big, very fleshy. Again, it just looks like an enormous dog, enormous wolf, something like that. And in from the side of you, comes in to try and bite at your side. What is your AC?
18 with my shield.
You bring a shield down, boom, and spank it in the head to stop it from successfully landing a bite on you.
Get
But
wrecked, noob.
in front of you, this guy comes running at you. Jaws are wide, and this one. 18, you say?
Yep.
While you're busy dealing with the guy to the right, this one lands a nasty bite on your body with, where is my dices?
On your sexy, sexy body.
On your sexy, sexy body. You take 8 piercing damage, and as it bites into you, you see that hot flame licking around its lips, and you feel a searing burn in your thigh for an extra 11 fire damage to your leg. Garrett, what do you want to do? So Lilgath just gets like kind of mauled by 2 of them straight ahead of you. One of them successfully manages to bite into her leg.
I have the arrow knocked like at the ready, and I see like in a split second I recognize that the other dog hasn't like it's gonna like go and pounce at Lily as well, and I'm trying to intercept it with an arrow.
Yeah.
Before it can get to him.
100%.
So
Do all your crazy rolls that you get to do for that.
it's just advantage with a creature that hasn't taken a turn in initiative yet.
Oh, okay. You're not an assassin. You get the crit, don't you?
The crit is only on surprise round.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's why I've been asking.
Yeah.
It's all fine. So
Don't you get something if the creature is attacking? If you've got a friendly creature near you?
but I don't.
gets
The thing is,
advantage.
like, I will get my sneak attack against these being attacking you.
Oh, that's not crit
Uh,
then.
Yeah. So, but I will
It's
have a
advantage that
better
you get
shot
for
at
everything.
taking down the otherwise not currently attacking you.
The large pooch.
Yeah.
We'll call him. Yeah.
So I'm
cool.
gonna do-
Did somebody screw the pooch?
2d20 DO1 plus 6. I guess I'll move a little bit as well, like just to get a clearer shot. 10 feet. Let's go. See how it goes.
Cool.
Oh, almost a critical,
Almost, but not quite.
but not
But it is a
quite.
hit.
1d6. It's 3d6 sneak attack at level 5. 4d6 plus 3.
Yeah. What do you got? A longbow?
Short bow, because
So,
rogue. Oh, poor damage, but it's
Cool. So yeah, you launch off an arrow, it flies, sails just over Lilgath's head, and catches the third giant dog.
as it like
Um,
about to like pound in, like I get a catch it in the shoulder or something maybe.
Yeah, it's starting to run, and you manage to.
I'll. There's no one. There's nothing to hide behind here, right? Like there's like literally unless the horse.
Yeah, I mean, you could maybe attempt to hide behind the horse.
I think that's a stupid idea. I'll just back a little bit.
Yeah, I can extend the map if you want a bit more.
Yeah, that would be lovely.
Cool. Give me 2
back away
seconds
like
and I'll-
15 feet or something.
Yeah. I'll drag some more grass down for you. I'll just deal with this guy first.
Coolio.
So, yeah, this guy's running straight for Lilgath, comes running in, takes an arrow on the way, opens his jaws, and attempts to bite you as well. You're reeling back from the bite that you've taken from the one in the center, which means that you brought your arm back over with the shield again. You can see this third one's coming in, and you just get your shield down, and it just runs straight into the side of it, knocking you back a bit, and you probably feel it in your leg as you're rocked on the spot, but you successfully stop the thing from actually biting you.
No, bad dog. No.
And okay, so Randy.
Can you unmute him?
Oh, is he
You
forcibly
did
muted?
mute him?
Yeah, he should be able to mute himself.
Yo, also question, Brad, was that doing that the whole time? Hopefully not. Or just
What's
recently
that?
with the mechanical keyboard get annoying?
Oh, sort of the whole time, but not like.
Oh, dude, you should have told me like an hour ago, man.
I put it in
Yeah,
chat.
people have
It's-
mentioned in chat.
Jesus. Sorry.
No, I thought that the Zoom group has it as well, but it's not.
Yeah, I'll self-mute myself. Sorry, man. That's my bad. I seriously didn't notice at all.
It
I was-
really isn't that bad. It's not like it wasn't like.
We're
the
just a
worst
bunch of
typing
fucking
I've ever
prima
had.
donnas, basically. Oh my
hurt
god,
my
so
feelings. It was so-
unprofessional.
Well, when I stream, I use a noise gate because it'll pick it up. But like, you can't noise gate when you're in like Zoom or Skype. So
Yeah,
my
yeah.
bad, guys. Sorry.
It really wasn't like the worst noise ever. I just thought.
Noticeable.
I hadn't even noticed it that much up until that point. I think it was just purely because I'm a selfish arsehole and I was speaking this time, and I was like, hang on a minute.
How dare you!
This is my time to shine.
Chat,
It's really
screw up.
not a big deal, don't worry.
Getting too enthusiastic talking about English breakfasts.
Yeah.
Breakfasts.
Yep.
Plural. So I think Randy's only move here is going to be able to charge with his great axe into the melee alongside Lilgath. And what I'm going to try to do is, because I have 80 feet, I'm going to move sort of in between Nasty Pup and Evil Mutt here.
Yep.
And he'll just be charging in
Cool. No worries.
with a great axe at the ready, and that'll be my turn.
Yeah, bringing up a huge great axe and just we see this enormous macho man. Let's just say run in,
So
screaming.
macho.
Macho man. Brenna.
Oh, right. Well then. I know. The witch bolt at the evil mutts, I think.
Cool. Yeah. So roll to hit.
Let me just
I
hang on.
think
Let me
Witchbolt.
find-
Sorry.
Hmm?
I think Witchbolt might have a range.
Oh yeah, 30 feet. Hang on. How far is this? That's true. That's true. Okay, so.
Sorry, I was
Not
just
to be
assuming
a
that-
Debbie
Yeah.
Downer.
Oh no. That's fine. Right. What's my movement?
Yeah. Well done, Simon. You've
I'm
just
sorry, the DM.
hindered your
I'm
team
sorry. I'm sorry.
So if I how far is this?
I ruin everything.
What is my movement if I'm a human? Or not a human, an elf? It's just 30, right?
Half elf, I think, is 30 feet.
Yeah.
It's a wood elf that gets 35, I think. So I doubt that a half elf has.
So if I
one
move,
day.
right, I'll move 30 feet then, which will put me, wherever there. There we go.
What's that one for your
So yeah, there.
reference?
And then can I? Can't quite reach. Bugger. I'll just move. I'll just sort of like hobble slowly forwards this turn then. There's not really much else I can do apart from shout at the dogs. You leave her alone, you young ruffian! Bad dogs, no! That's-
Cool. Lilgath, surrounded, though you have seen Randy come running in to your aid on one side.
Brad, can I retcon something?
Sure.
I guess while I was charging, I would have also used, so like it was a double action for the move, but could I have also used my bonus action to go into Barbarian Rage?
Yeah. No worries.
So
We'll
angry.
claim it as that was when you were screaming, running in with the axe.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Peachy.
So I see this really angry man, this angry, muscled
veins standing out all over the place.
Foaming at the mouth.
Sort of a macho man, brother. Snap into a Slim Jim, brother. Oh, yeah.
He's ready to, like, I don't know, kill his own family. No, sorry, that was a bit. Anyway.
If I cast a spell here, that's 3 attacks of opportunity, so I'm not going to do that. I will take the dodge action because I can't disengage. There's too many threatened squares.
Spellcasting doesn't provoke. Ivy.
Yeah,
Is it not?
casting a spell won't provoke an attack. Only leaving only leaving their range.
So I like grab the side where I got bit, and it's like this burning sensation, and I just say mad. I will cast
Language, young woman, language.
healing word. I can't reach Randy from here, can I?
No, but he's not hurt, so.
No, I can do things other than heal. I'm not just a heal bot, guys.
I thought you meant with the healing word. Yeah.
Sorry,
No.
You'll always be a heal bot as long as you're a priest
Yeah.
or a heal bot. Sorry.
Heal myself for 9,
Super.
and I will
You're
take the
basically
dodge
heal
action.
tanking right now, huh?
I am heal tanking at the moment.
Just paladin.
Yeah, I'll take the dodge action.
Cool.
I get disadvantage to attack something.
Yeah. As Randy starts running past, this one kind of catches sight of him. He's a dog, so he can't help but see the running man. Spins around and attempts to bite you, Randy. I don't know what your AC is.
15.
15. So yeah, you're raging out, and you easily dance out of the way of this thing as it snaps at you as you run past, screaming. The one directly in front of Lilgath has already had a nice taste of Lilgath's blood, and it snaps at you. You've got disadvantage. Nice. And yeah, you're like dodging and weaving, similar fashion to Randy. It snaps at you a couple of times, and you're easily able to avoid the large fiery jaws, as Garrett does.
Garrett wants to try and circle around to see if he can get like a side or back shot of the one he injured before. So I guess I have to move like something like that. Like is this like a wall over here? Like can I like continue? Is this part of it?
Yeah, I can probably make it go out more. Oh no, this is. Oh, that's what I was gonna do. I remember when I made this map. The like the sides of the like mountain were gonna be like coming up here, so you had like a narrow view ahead of you.
Okay, so this mountain, like around
This like
this,
this is legitimately like the end of what. You
Okay,
can
so like
see
this
directly ahead of
mountain
you
over
before
here.
it starts to kind of go upwards and become part of
Okay.
the huge mountain range around you.
Okay. This guy over here, the evil mutt, then he has his back turned to me, right?
Yes.
Would I get the advantage for attacking him?
Yes.
Cool. Let's get a shot at the
I
evil
think you get it
mutt.
anyway just for having Randy and Lilgath, right? Oh, but you get the sneak attack, not the advantage. Sure, yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
just,
Yeah.
don't you worry.
Yeah, just to
You're the
get-
person I ask for rule checks.
Yeah. I mean,
You're my personal player's handbook.
I mean,
DM,
just
Dungeon Master's
what variant
handbook.
rules you use, you know, it's
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I have a few homebrew rules that I roll anyway,
Yeah.
so.
okay. So here goes an attack on the evil mutt. It's 13 a hit on the evil mutt.
I'm afraid not. So you fire an arrow, it just goes just wide and catches in the dirt just behind Randy.
I shall move up a little. They're not wanting to be leaving the old frail woman too far away. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Guess I could. Yeah, that's fine. I'll stay there.
Nice, yeah. So the large pooch moves around, starts to sort of flank Lilgath over here, and like I guess out of the corner of your eye, Lilgath and Randy can kind of see this thing. You see it kind of start to shake its head and draw in like a breath, and all the fire around its lips moves in towards its mouth, and then it opens its mouth, and a huge plume of that blue flame that you've seen a couple of times, the flashes of it. This is obviously what it was doing. It fires a specifically 15-foot cone of blue fire towards everyone and everything in front of it. You guys need to make me a dex saving throw each, please.
I don't wanna.
So, you...
Might have advantage, don't you, Ray?
yeah, you're a barbarian.
What's giving me the advantage though?
Level 2 danger sense, I believe.
Yeah, the danger
The
sense
advantage
one.
on dex saving throws. Oh, awesome. Yeah, this is my first barbarian. Well, first roll equals best roll, but still.
So, you both successfully duck out of the way of a lot of this flame and only take half of 22, 11. So you take 11 fire damage each as this huge plume of fire hits everything in its path. The other dogs kind of just like close their eyes a little bit as the breath of fire hits them, but they don't.
Seems
appear
like they
to be-
don't take anything, right? Like they like almost.
Yeah, I mean,
Just right.
it seems like they do this all day, playing with their food, kind of thing.
You just made the wrong choice, large pooch. You just screwed the pooch, brother.
Bad puns in for the win.
Yeah, 100%.
You guys are the worst.
Yeah, I'm working on my dad humor. It's getting there.
Yeah.
Have you recently become a dad?
No, not yet. I'm just sort of. I
Get
guess
the humor right first,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then procreate. That's how it works.
I do like the Home Depot all of a sudden.
You got a shed?
I'm shopping. I'm shed shopping.
You can fill it with all sorts of DIY things that he'll never use. Just
I'm
buy
working
one.
on my basement. Like I've never done that before. I've been watching like YouTube videos on it.
The sex dungeon.
How did you know, Brad?
I've been in your channel. As soon as he mentions the basement, the whole chat just goes sex dungeon, and I think that's just a Min-Max's thing, right?
I actually would eventually like to
Only
make
sex
like
dungeon.
a
That's extension.
like a Geek and Sundry style studio in the basement.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Because right now we'll do board games and stuff, but I don't have the proper like lighting equipment or camera equipment to make it look good. But it would be neat to have like a big round table with, C920s or GoPros everywhere and like really capture a tabletop experience.
Everything, yeah.
Ooh, nice.
What is Randy doing?
It's my dream.
Okay. So Randy, have Evil Mutt or a Nasty Pup taken damage at all yet?
No.
All right, I
wait.
guess.
Yeah, no, they haven't. Large Pooch has.
Large Peach has. Okay, so I guess I'm just going to engage in melee with Evil Mutts. I'll be swinging with my Great Axe, and I believe I should get... my first one, I'll get Reckless Attack, which will give me advantage on the roll, but then any enemies that attack me until next turn get advantage on me.
Yeah.
And I'll also be taking an extra attack. So I'll make those 3 rolls right now, and they're all +6 with the Great Axe.
Super, let's do it.
So this first one with advantage will be a 22, and then the extra attack, just regular, will be a 17.
Cool, they both hit.
All right,
Roll your damage.
and it'll just be a d12 +3, I believe. Yeah, for both. So we'll say 2d12 +6.
Wreck it. Come on.
All right.
Nice.
Nice.
So, like Randy just starts swinging this thing, his huge arms, swinging this enormous battle axe at this huge dog. It kind of desperately tries to like get out of the way and takes an enormous gash across one side, and then dashes the other side, and he brings in the axe again and opens up another pretty deep wound on the other side of it, and it lets out a terrible kind of but yeah, it doesn't fall down dead, but it looks kind of hurt now. You know, Randy's won the day to a degree with that one. What do you want to do as a bonus, if anything? Or is...
Yeah, that's the turn.
Cool. Fuzzy, Brenna.
Right. Okay. Right. Let's see. So. Aha, the large pooch. Right. I am going to fire a witch bolt at the large pooch.
All right.
So that's let me see. Beam of crackling blue energy. Blah blah blah.
It's a d20 plus your intelligence plus your proficiency.
Right. Let me just find it. Whoosh. Right.
It would be pretty good. I think.
So that's plus. So plus my intelligence. So that's. Wait, that's a plus 4, right? Plus proficiency, which I'm assuming.
+3.
It'll be 3, yeah.
So plus 3, plus 3.
Sure, yeah, plus 6.
1, 3.
+7? No?
I'm
Plus
not
7.
sure.
Or
What is
18,
what's your int modifier?
18. So it's plus 4.
Yeah. So
So yeah, plus 7, yeah.
Plus 7. Okay. Right.
Boom, that is a hit. Roll your
Okay.
damage.
So then they take 1d12 lightning damage, and and
You can kind of hold that on it with concentration.
so
like
basically
force.
I go full Palpatine. So that's
Yeah, it is literally
that's
force lightning.
literally what it is.
Yeah,
I
it's
approve of
beautiful.
this.
Right.
You also say fully operational.
Okay, it doesn't do that much damage, but she's like, "Ugh."
Yeah, but it holds on.
Mate,
There's
him
a little bit of
awaits.
evil laughter.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah.
Ultimate power.
So you just like attach a Palpatine-esque bolt.
In fact, it's probably coming out of her staff again. She's just like, "Ugh."
or like it's like holding on, and it catches this thing, and it kind of clocks you and turns to you, and yeah, it starts to crackle and burn under the lightning. Lilgath.
Huzzah.
Pishi.
Okay. The one that's not facing me, I want to smack it with my giant club.
The one on the right.
Evil Mutt, yes.
Cool. Roll to hit. Oh yeah, you have a club like a giant, don't you? Like an enormous tree.
I think it's +4. Hit. Sheet isn't working for some reason.
Nice. That is a hit.
Plus my... Is it strength for bludgeoning weapons?
Yeah.
So it's... weapons +1.
So you bring like this huge club down on this thing. It kind of skitters to one side to try and get out of the way, but you manage to catch it on the flank. It
Down,
lets out
boy.
Another howl as you guys are starting to really hurt this one on the right.
And there's a bonus action. I'd like to cast Shield of Faith on me
Cool. Yeah.
to give myself +2 AC.
Nice. Yeah, this thing pretty pissed with Randy, even more so than you for cutting him up. Takes a bite successfully. Oh, it has. Let's see if I crit. No. And he bites you for 4 piercing damage, which I presume is reduced. You're bear totem, right?
I am. What is it? Frenzy. What are the frenzy
There you
ones?
say. Oh my.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you still have it anyway from the French.
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm. So,
So,
yeah.
yeah, 4 piercing, aka 2, and 4 fire damage as the flames lick out. Yeah, it doesn't
it.
hurt Randy too much. Nasty Pup takes another bite at Lilgath. Your AC went up to, what was it now? Your
Sorry, 20.
20. Nice. Yeah, you like jump out of the way this thing real easy as it chomps on air. Garrett.
Taking another bow shot at Evil Mutt.
Cool.
See if we can bring it down.
Yeah.
Almost a crit again.
Almost, but not quite.
Oh, poor damage, I must say.
Poor damage, PAW, get it? Because they're dogs. He fires an arrow at this thing and it hits him in the paw, buckling this thing quite badly. And yeah, it sort of falls and falters to one side, and it looks so extremely hurt that it looks like it's barely even functioning as a creature anymore. It's just kind of like looking about at each of you.
I screamed to Randy, "Finish it!
Finish him.
Finish it!"
And I guess you move a little bit.
Yeah, I'm just like sidestepping like a little bit.
The large pooch has been witch bolted by a Brenner, and so it turns and
Oh, bugger.
like while you're kind of force lightning it starts to move towards you. Lilgath, you can have an attack of opportunity on this thing as it runs over to Brenner.
Ah, bugger.
Was that it there, 17?
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah. That is a hit. Sometimes Roll20 doesn't do the whoop, and I don't know if anyone's rolled, because I rely entirely on that noise. Yeah.
We'll outsource it.
Yeah, I think it has like doesn't want to spam it. I think it has some kind of
Yeah, like a limiter. So as this thing starts to move away and like under this force lightning, Lilgath swings like a sort of a backhand at this thing, catching it on its flank as it runs away, but it sort of barely notices and carries on heading towards you, Fuzzy. When it gets there, it tries to bite you. What is your AC? I can't imagine it's higher than this. 13. It bites into your leg, and a huge plume of flame comes out and starts to kind of char up your leg. And you take 5 piercing damage, and then 7 fire damage. So 11 total.
Well, no, wait.
Randy.
All right, so Evil Mutt, you said is sort of on death's door.
Yeah, totally.
Okay, so I'm going to use my attack with, due to Frenzy, I'm going to use my attack with, I think it's Frenzy, let me double check. Yeah. Due to my Frenzy triggering, I still get that advantage on my first attack, first melee attack I return. So I'm going to use that one with advantage on Nasty Pup.
Cool.
And those will just be both be with +6.
Oh, nice.
So critted on him, and then, want me to roll that damage first?
Sure, yeah.
So I think that would just be the, yeah, it'll be 2d12 +6 for the crit damage. Well, not bad.
Sweet, yeah.
And then, sort of turning, heating Simon's characters were, warning or bequest to finish off Evil Mutt, turning to face him with the second attack, the 14.
That is a miss.
Oh,
This thing's looking so messed up though that it's a hit.
Lucha.
It's a hit.
Oh, nice.
It's a technical miss, but I'm going to let you hit it because it's on 1 HP and you just kill it. You do 1 damage to it. You miss. Here's what you do. So you swing your axe at the nasty pup, and this thing gets a pretty deep gash along one side, like it lets out another howl. And you swing straight over the head of Evil Mutt, and just the wind, the force of the strength of the axe above this thing's head as you miss is enough to just push it onto its side, and it falls over and dies.
You're just scared to death, like.
Yeah. Also, one-shot rules and time limit, so...
Randy, with a, sort of a hearty laugh says,
Expect the unexpected in the kingdom of madness, brother.
Nice. The Evil Mutt falls to the ground, completely oblivious to anything you're saying to it. Alright, so you actually need to roll me a Constitution save, I think, Fuzzy, because you got bit by the thing, so I just want to see if your Force Lightning's still up.
Okay.
I'm just going to call it Force Lightning. I know it's Witch Bolt, but I'm calling it Force
Alright,
Lightning, so...
Constitution is +3, so that's 1d20 +3, right?
Yeah.
cheat. Unless you have proficiency. Dude.
Yeah, easy.
Fuzzy's been a crit monster today. I think she's rolled like 4 or 5.
I've seen there's so many. Like, look, every time you're like
I
critting
do.
on every
I for some
all of
reason
you.
tend to touch wood. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah.
All right,
so
so now you can basically you can just deal an immediate witch bolt damage without
okay,
rolling to hit
that's
on this thing. if you want.
1d12.
Oh, no. Crits on both ends
Yeah.
of the scale here, and yeah, so she's like you managed
So
to.
I hold it together, but-
Stand, yeah.
Yeah.
And then you
It's
just,
like. Yeah.
yeah. So in holding this spell up over this time, you do 1 damage to it.
Yeah. Can I do anything else, or is it just literally the only action I can do is witch bolt this turn?
Oh, you could have broke off the witch bolt and done another
Oh no, it's
concentration
fine.
spell or something like that.
No.
But
I don't have anything else apart from fireball that would be useful, and that's just
at
seems.
this point, unless you're gonna like run away, the best thing for you to have done probably would have been witch bolt.
I'm just
So-
gonna face tank a giant dog.
Fine. Yeah, you're gonna tank it out. Perfect. Lil Gath.
I'm just checking how long. 1 round? No, not 1 round. How long does that thing last?
It's like 6.
Turn, like a, yeah, it's 6 seconds.
Talking about Shield of Faith.
So the
Oh,
roll
yeah, how long-
when you
you're-
talk about 10 turns, it's like a minute.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
your
think
shield
we're
of
on
faith will be
turn.
on for 8
Okay.
days.
3 or 4.
Then I'm not going to disengage. I'm just going to run
Right.
to here.
It tries to bite at you and misses, and you get there completely fine.
Okay, and I'm going to try and smack it right in his face. Right in his stupid little face.
That is a hit. And you successfully smack it right in its stupid little
What is
face.
happening? I never roll like this.
And you smack it right in its little face for 4 damage.
It's going to look like a pug by the time I'm finished with it.
Of all of these dogs, this one looks the biggest and strongest, for the record. Which you are now becoming aware of because you keep hitting it and it just keeps kind of going and then shaking off the damage. Taylor Swift style. So, you want to do anything else as a bonus? Or are you just holding up the thingy? Yeah, great. Evil Mutt is dead. Nasty Pup turns to you, Randy, and attempts to bite you. Man, those bad rolls. And completely misses as Randy does a little Irish jig out of the way of the jaws. Garrett.
Can I be cheeky and like bonus action dash like over here and get a back attack on large pooch?
Yeah, 100%.
Cool. She'll do exactly that. Whoop. Here we go. Whoop. Is 18 a hit?
Yes, it is a hit.
19 points of damage.
Boom. So yeah, you see Garrett kind of sprint across from your left, both of you guys, and yeah, he pulls his short bow out, fires an arrow clear into the side of this thing, and it lets out its first kind of howl of pain that you've seen all day. But it's still kind of moving around. It's not like messed up like Evil Mutt was.
Brad, in your backing track, like right as you said that, there was actually a howl.
Yeah, there was.
It was
and I'm
perfect timing.
I'm
Yeah.
really happy because that's exactly what happened.
You played it that way?
Yeah. I always know exactly what's going to come in this song, so I'm like, oh, if I
We're
just
editing
wait,
down
if I
to the
make
second
sure
with this
that I
live stream.
say this slowly. Yeah.
Cue the wolf howl.
The this thing in front of you takes an arrow into its side and just lets out this wolf-like howl exactly in time with the backing track, and then bringing its head back down, you see a plume of blue fire engulf Brenna and
No,
Wilgath.
bugger.
You'll need to do dexterity saving throws, please. Lest ye take 17 damage. Half rounded down.
Oh no, that's not
For
gonna be
Fuzzy,
good.
you're going to take 17 fire damage there. So Brenna just does. She's old. She does not move out of the way quick enough. She just gets.
What's 28 minus 17?
11.
Okay.
Am I
11.
right?
Yep.
I'm fine.
It's worth a flesh wound.
Ugh,
Peachy,
this
you got
robe was
a
new last year.
you got a deck save coming in.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
It's alright. For the record, I was a little bit less clear. This thing's like, I guess, yeah. No, that was.
No, I don't have one.
Yeah, you both
I
take
thought that
17
rolling thing was broken. Have they fixed
fire
it now?
damage. No, it works. You just have to make sure you fill out the thing correctly.
Some of my stuff doesn't work. I need to check it.
Oh,
Okay. Right.
yeah.
Oh.
Well, it's Randy's turn right now, but yeah, you guys get completely engulfed because I guess you weren't expecting it this time because before you saw the telltale signs of it taking in a breath. This time it like just turned its head and spat out plumes of blue flame.
So sort of dispatching the one being dispatched, like Randy's going to shift to his right, still staying in range of Nasty Pup. Attack first with advantage with the 23.
Cool. Yeah.
And then second without advantage with the 22. Nice.
Double hit.
I'm guessing that hits as well.
Yeah.
So it'll be just twice the damage on the Great Axe, which will be 2d12 plus 6, for a total of 20 damage on Nasty Pup.
Cool, yeah. So we'll just say that you bring this thing round and just you embed most of the axe into this thing's side. It's huge as a dog. It's like twice the size of you are, kind of thing. But yeah, you do a lot of damage to this guy. It lets out a terrible howl and it's starting to bleed profusely. Its mouth, the flames look kind of a little bit more transparent, like they're not as hot right now, and it staggers but doesn't fall and die. Fuzzy, Brenna, what do you want to do?
Right. Well,
You still have a witch bolt attached to this thing.
I do.
Oh no, you don't.
really-
I don't know if you do. Roll me a unless you want to break it off, you can roll a con save.
No, I'll roll a con save, which is what's that? No, it's +3 as well. Okay. Wait. Ooh. Sorry, everything just froze up for a second.
That's enough.
Oh, okay, cool. Yes, I still have a witch bolt then.
Yeah.
For fuck's sake!
So, yeah, you just carry on palpatining this thing, like with your staff.
She's incredibly stubborn. She's like, you may set fire to me, but I'm gonna burn you from
You're
the
just both
inside.
there, kind of launching these elemental attacks on each other.
Giving him like shock therapy.
Yeah.
Bad dog. It's like an electroshock collar. I'm just like, no, no fire. It's
It'll
bad.
learn to sit.
Stay.
Peachy,
I
what
shall
do you
call
want to
you
do?
Fluffy.
Okay. Well, first I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on myself at level 2.
Okay.
So,
Fuck the old lady. She's nuts.
Yeah.
Definitely.
plus 7.
Cool. 12 HP.
And then, as a bonus action, I will cast Sanctuary on Brenna.
Nice. Okay. Do you want to move or anything?
I don't think I would like to do that. But she's a tiny little woman. I can't move out the way. Damn it.
All right. So continue with that back and forth, Randy and Nasty Pup. Randy just carries on Irish Jig, successfully moving out of the way of this thing's jaws as it snaps and bites. Looking a little bit shaky on its legs now, though.
I feel like Randy might be like posing, like flourishing, like
Yeah.
out of the way.
Yeah, and it's working. He's just doing all these poses and stuff, but it's actually working to make. It's like drunk boxing. The dog can't work out where you're going next. Chippendale.
Which one looks the more hurt?
The one next to Randy.
Cool. I'm gonna end that dog's suffering. Oh, right in the butt. 18 damage.
Yeah, you do so. You fire an arrow right into its butt, and it comes
Right
out
into
the other side.
hemorrhoids.
Yeah, it goes into its butt and out of its mouth and flies straight past Randy over towards the wall of the mountain, and the thing just like the fire that's lighting up its eyes just goes out, and the thing falls down to the ground
I just
at Randy's
nod
feet.
to Randy as I like position myself to another like back shot to this other guy a little bit more.
Cool. This guy here is going to... Nice. So you see this huge thing drawing another breath, and a huge plume of flame
Fuck.
engulfs these guys again. Give me dex saving throws, please.
For him to attack Brenner, he needs to make a wisdom
Oh, he does.
save.
He needs a whiz, yeah.
My DC is something.
It's definitely going to be higher than
50.
this roll. 15, yeah. So it like brings its head back, and like you see its head sharply turn at the last minute, and it sort of fires off this plume of flame just directly at you. And yeah, you don't need to dex save, Fuzzy. That is enough, yeah. So you only take half of 28.
Oh my god!
So you take 14 fire damage from this huge plume of blue flame. This thing's starting to look wild now. It's kind of seen that its pack members have fallen, and it's starting to snarl and growl and let out. Like the flames are...
Sanctuary drops now. I'm on the floor.
You're down?
Yeah.
So
Ooh, God.
Lilgath,
Ooh, I
after the plumes of flame disappear, Lilgath is kind of on the ground.
on the ground.
How are you down? Didn't you heal 12 HP? Or something? Or were you like...
This thing hits very hard!
So, okay, so you were at 2, okay, so you were at 2, I'm guessing, and then healed up to 14.
No, he just hit me for 28. I took.
Oh no,
14.
I hit you for 14.
You saved, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you made the dex save, so you only
Yeah,
take
I
half
had
of
13 HP.
Oh,
Oh, he was on 1.
Okay.
It wasn't even
Okay.
2. That was a mistake there.
alright. Okay.
Randy, cool. So you've just seen Lilgath kind of just fall to the ground smoking.
Yes, sir. I guess Ridley
Up to you, you know.
sort of hurdling the dead. Charge down to Lord Pooch. Take a very similar turn. The last few, starting with advantage roll for 20.
Yep.
Second attack for 15.
That is a hit.
So both hits.
Yeah.
Okay, and we'll just get that damage roll in there again. 17.
Cool. So yeah, he just comes flying in, leaves another gash in this the back of this guy. It's starting to look real unsteady on its legs now. Wild-eyed. The flames are kind of just random now. They're just firing out of his eyes and its mouth.
Yeah. Bonus attack as well, don't you?
He did his bonus.
Did he?
Yeah, he hit with both. 2d12.
Yes. 2. Yes, extra attack at level 5. Right?
Well, Frenzy gives you the extra attack. Oh, you're saying with bonus.
Right.
Have
You can
another
get it.
attack.
Yeah, I might be able to get the third. Yeah.
Let's look it up.
Let me double check because this is my first time playing with Barbarian. Let me read the sheet again. You might be right though. Yeah.
It's I think
He
you
gets
get an
he gets extra attack as another feature on top of
So
it, and then the frenzy bonus.
I've been in Frenzy, so that gives me 2 attacks. But you're saying I get a third attack too at level 5?
extra attack at level 5. You get when you take the attack action, you can attack twice, like the fighter. You get also
Oh, okay.
Nice.
That-
Yeah, you can roll to hit. Man, you've missed out on a few.
Yeah, that's all right. Ah.
And swinging
That's
a miss
alright,
with the
says the
last
person
one.
who isn't dead.
All right, Fuzzy, your turn. You've still got the witch bolt up. I think.
Right.
You're just unconscious. You're not dead. You have 3 death saving throws.
Swap. Oh, come
3.
the fuck on!
It lets out a howl at this, but yeah, kind of manages to stay stood. Death saving throw from Peachy.
Control of 1, man. Oh,
Nice.
oh,
Clutch.
Um,
that's a clutch.
Clutch. Garrett.
Yeah, same thing.
From the clouds, you hear.
No!
Finish him. And there's a fail there.
Oh,
that was
my
two
God.
bad rolls. The large pooch here turns to Randy, who's done a hell of a lot more damage than Brenner. And what is your AC again?
15.
That's a hit. So you take 4 piercing damage, aka 2, and then its mouth, a huge plume of flame billows out, and you take 11 fire damage.
Jesus.
That. Nasty, any.
Yeah, got it.
There was almost 4 of these as well.
Ooh, mad bastard.
Randy.
All right. Same deal.
Yeah, do it.
So advantage on the first one for a 23. 2 more for a 13 and a 23.
All right, 2 hits in total.
And roll that damage. Let me get my...
Make it big.
And Randy brings up his axe and chops this thing's head off. For a second, Randy, you see straight into this thing, and it doesn't look like it even has like insides. It looks like it's just like fire on the inside of it, and then the fire goes out, and it's just replaced with all of its flesh, and its head rolls across the ground, and now they just look like big dogs. I'm gonna let you all react real quick to see if anyone can do anything to help Lilgath.
I think it's
I'm gonna, I'll Brenna will just sort of be rummaging in her bag, see if she's got a bandage, just being like, oh, you're alright, love. I think I've got a bandage here, and just try and
Have
like
you got
stabilize her.
medicine kits?
If you've got like a proficiency in medicine or something, you can try and stabilize him. If not, we're just gonna have to go through the death saving
She's
first.
large, but she's still a lady, Brad. A lady.
Yeah, I don't have, no, yes.
No?
I got a
Alright.
+3, but not a thingy.
So Lilgath is on the ground, charred up, struggling to breathe.
I mean, anyone can stabilize, but unless they can just do a medicine check.
Yeah, I
right?
just figured you wouldn't want to risk it. Because I run a rule where if you fuck it up, you can hurt them.
Oh, shit.
Well, I
Well,
mean,
I'm,
we don't have
I've
it.
got a reasonably, I've got like a +3 to medicine, so I'm
Alright, you want to give it a go? You can roll medicine.
okay.
I didn't even, I know I said it, but I didn't really mean proficiency.
Right,
Just, are you
that's
good in
D20
medicine
+3,
is what
yeah?
I think I meant. I'm on my dumb drugs.
Do it.
No! No!
Is that
You killed
is
him!
that a fail on me now? Yeah.
Yeah,
kill
it's only
that?
1 though. It's only 1. It's not
Okay.
it's not 3. So you have 1
Okay,
make
so-
and 1 fail.
So it's just like, oh bugger, oh, I don't think
Wait
that
a
was
minute.
Two fails.
Before it's his, is it his turn before mine? Like, how does it, or how do we?
I ditched the turn order. I can't remember. It was Brenner
Okay.
and then Lilgath and then Randy and then Garrett, right?
Okay. So how about?
If you fail, you will murder me. Just saying.
Well, nobody's got medicine, so
How about this? I assist Fuzzy, therefore giving her an advantage on the roll to see if we can stabilize Peachy.
so that means I roll again, yeah?
I mean, you
Um,
just roll twice now, I guess, or Brad,
oh, I see what you're doing. Yeah, yeah.
if we
So I
can
just
help
roll again,
her.
right?
We can just, yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, that is a 1 make for you, PG.
What?
It's a whole
Oh,
house rule, Brad. Typically how do you handle it? Like if there's a negative roll, like what happens with the stabilization? Do they get automatic like
They just
failure or
get
something?
they just get a fail on a 1. Nothing happens on a
Am I
like
stabilized?
2 to
now,
10,
actually?
and then
Gotcha.
they get a make on a 10 to 20.
It's a make.
Yeah.
Is that what that is?
does
yeah.
he make it, or is he stabilized?
He's got 2 of each, right? No.
Well, it depends because she's trying to
Depends-
stabilize me. So.
Is this homebrew or by the book, Brad? They were,
This
like,
is me homebrewing, right? Because she.
Okay. So that's
Okay.
Oh, I see what you're saying, right? I understand. Yeah, she stabilizes him. Yeah, correct. 100%.
Oh, okay. So I was
Yeah.
maybe I wasn't sure if that was a
Yeah,
homebrew,
yeah.
if a medicine
No,
check
yeah.
you can make or
I
stabilize.
get you.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. So at the last second, like Brenner with her years of experience manages to kind of.
She just pops the hemorrhoid back in.
She's got some hemorrhoid cream,
Jesus
which is
Christ.
really, really
She
good.
rubs hemorrhoid cream
for,
on your face and up your nose where it's all charred. and
Yeah,
it's
where
like-
it's all burnt, and the hemorrhoid cream. Luckily, she happened to have some hemorrhoid cream.
Pulls
on
your
there.
rectum right in there again.
It's supposed to be good for under your eyes, I hear.
Yeah, hemorrhoid cream's great for like all sorts of things, not just hemorrhoid.
It's also good for your brown eye.
But
I
yes,
don't
it's-
need this information in my head, Ray.
And on that bombshell, we'll jump to a very short break, our final break, and we'll be back in a couple of minutes.
Why do I know such
after
useless
we've,
things?
we need
Things
to
that
all
are
go and deal with
important,
our-
like
What,
for my
hemorrhoid
job.
cream is good for your ass. Well, that's not useless.
It's practical.
Yeah.
It's practical
See
information.
you in a minute. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the very last segment of Lost Relics. I don't know why I have to do it in that weird voice. I don't understand why I have to do it, but I do.
The
So,
curse.
the last little section here, the guys have dealt with some nasty giant dog-like creatures, and Lilgath got a little bit hurt, though she was stabilized by Brenna's
Brenna,
medical expertise.
Hemorrhoid cream.
Yes, by some hemorrhoid cream.
Oh, I know just the thing. Oh, let me just squeeze it out and rub it on there. Lovely.
And it worked. It saved.
Yes.
I just turn away, like, just rubbing in the cream. I just get like these memories in my head, like, no, not the cream.
It's
You
the
don't have
same
a
tube.
proficiency in the tool, right, Fuzzy? Fuzzy.
Yes?
You have a proficiency in medicine kits.
No, no.
I'm still unconscious then, right?
Yeah.
You're not bleeding
I'm
out.
going to slap you gently on your burnt face. Just be like, wake up, love.
Yeah, I mean,
Think-
he's like... Oh, she.
I think we should.
I'm a lady, Brad, a lady!
What's the situation with our horses, Brad?
They're still around. They're quite a bit further back, but they haven't, like, bolted completely.
Probably
Okay.
freaked out and fucked off away a bit, ready to bolt if, like,
So,
shit went
Yeah.
down.
What's up with the two sort of humanoids we saw dancing around? Are they also
All right,
sort of-
so yeah, they're over here by the front of the cave here. Like, these are like bloodied bodies, but they are
that's
also
pretty-
quite charred and burned up.
Oh no.
is there anything that like looks, like is it like, it's just a short body? There's like nothing that could be like,
They're not as like heavily burnt as the priest described the acolytes before, when they were just burned down to nothing.
So
But, yeah,
perhaps
they've still
these
got, like-
are some kind of guardians of the same of like a creature of the same ilk, perhaps.
Well, they look like just humans, common folk. What's left of their clothes looks like really common weave.
Hmm.
They're not armored. They don't have weapons on them.
I just like lightly frisk them a little bit to like see if I can find anything of like if there's something that's not burnt, perhaps I could glean
Yeah.
some kind of information.
Most of the
Like-
stuff
What
that's
the
on
hell were they
them
doing all the way out here?
is like burned. They have like a purse on one of them that has like 12 copper in it.
I'm gonna say like to Brenna, I think it might be slaves or prisoners, perhaps, or
But
some.
still, why would they be all the way out here? I mean, we're a fair whack
Taken.
from civilization.
Might be taken from farmsteads around. Who knows? Like taken here as prisoners
I
and
haven't heard about any
food as
kidnappings or anything.
food, perhaps for these dogs.
Ooh,
There might be more inside, but
these
think
things
you're-
are quite magical, I think. I mean, no normal creature can breathe fine.
I've never seen such a creature such as this.
If I read anything about these things in that book of like weird magical fiery creatures that I
Roll a d20
uh,
for me.
Crit that shit.
So there is like talk in this book that Xeris, the evil goddess, essentially, employs guardians around the void, which is the underworld, that are giant fire-breathing dogs. Again, another fable tale kind of thing, but that is probably the description fits. You're not in the
things-
void though, so
yeah. These things look like the hounds of Xeris, perhaps. Although why they'd be out here, I don't know. They guard the underworld.
So maybe
According
they're
to
guarding an
legend.
entrance to.
Oh,
Brother, I think I hear some of them now in the distance.
what? You sure? I don't hear anything.
I turn the music down so I don't hear anything.
he hears normal wolves.
Yeah. So I'm gonna sort of like poke at these dogs a bit, and just be like, yes. Well, I've read about these things, but yes, they should be guarding the underworld, not rampaging around up here. murdering people and toasting.
So
Like,
I
clerics or
propose that we bring Lily back with us a bit, so that we're not like in this narrow path.
Yeah, maybe like a short break. I mean, out of character, maybe like a short break somewhere that's not
Yeah.
in immediate danger.
Mm-hmm.
Like around, if you could go like around the mountain,
She's
perhaps.
a big
like
lass. We'll have a bugger of a time
side.
carrying her. Oh,
Like,
I know.
I
what
guess
to
the way I will quickly like doodle on here for you guys to kind of understand like where you're at. The mountains kind of do like a thing like this, and then one of the areas that you're in kind of does something like this kind of thing. You know, you're like kind of down there.
Oh, okay.
You kind of know what I'm saying?
Like the
This is
if I
quite
if
fun.
I draw a little bit, the mountains are kind of like extends like this or something like this.
Yeah,
How does
yeah, like that, a lot like that, yeah.
stuff like okay.
You're just in
So
like a, very,
maybe-
a specific kind of route that you
So
slide
maybe we
with the
kind of go
horses.
like on the side or something, like something like this. I don't know how many feet that would be to like go on a side.
Yeah, that'd be like pretty far, because like
Okay.
the representation.
Are we like in a little square sort of thing?
Yeah, I mean the representation on this here. If you look at that thing, you see how it's kind of like a curved mountain thing. In here somewhere, this little bit here kind of does like this. It's quite hard to do with the limited tools I have to make a map with, but
Understandable.
yeah, but like as in there's a whole mountain range and it's like very sheer cliff face kind of mountains, not really like one of those hills that turns into a bouldering site.
Just no like imagine like it's like a small crevasse or something. You could like stay in between, or like a little.
Basically, you could head out of this immediate kind of funneling area.
I
and
think
head
that
off
would
to
be a
one-
good idea for now, because I don't see
Yeah.
probably not going in there without our cleric down.
It's
The
still
ma-
like
the-
you can
I
kind
think
of
a
just
couple of hours probably before she wakes up.
yeah. I mean, but you can tie her horse. Somebody's bound to have rope, and you can tie the horse, put her on it, and then
Yes.
lead the horse out to one side. It
Make a
again,
little-
it is a mountain range. It's very flat land that heads into a high mountain range, but there's plenty of boulders and smaller caves and inlays and stuff that you could,
Okay.
rest up
Like
in.
just
sometimes.
like a safe distance, kind of like see we can maybe have like a little lookout to see, because it is plain, so I guess we could see very far as well if there's any other creatures coming.
Yeah, it works both ways exactly.
Right,
Yeah. So do you want to do that then? Should we just say that you kind of head out?
I think that would be the best to be trying, like hopefully we'll get back at full strength before we can venture.
Are we taking a short rest? Is that what
Essentially, yeah.
Essentially,
Do I get
however, I
space back
don't
on short
think
rest, or
I don't think you can until you regain 1 HP for like just coming back to consciousness or something.
I think in general, like stabilizing puts you at, like you said, like puts you at, you're not losing health anymore.
No,
Yeah,
it's
it's like
just zero.
isn't it?
Yeah, it's just zero.
Is zero, but
still-
then with the short rest, though, you can. I mean, if you expend hit die, right? Like, but you're saying you don't know if you can expend hit die before you're at one.
I'm not sure if you can expend it while you are unconscious. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. That's a bit.
I mean, I would have let you do it.
That's up
Yeah.
Oh,
know,
and he's
like-
the DM. Cool. Can
Yeah.
I roll some hit dice?
But I mean, I'd be interested to find out. I'd be interested to find out what the actual rule is.
Yeah,
But
I don't know
for
either.
For today, you can definitely do it, PG. You can
I can
use your hit
definitely look
die.
it up for you if you'd like.
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah.
Okay. Oh my god. 2. Oh my god.
Oh.
There is something wrong here.
So yeah, you guys are out in the kind of mountainous area, but you've found a nice hill or large boulder that you can kind of sit on, for one of you to sit on and keep an eye out over the plains. Lilgath is off to one side resting, and between you all, I guess you take turns to rest a little bit and sleep, maybe eat a little bit of food and chill out. Damn, that's loud. That's scary, man. Yeah, how long do you stay there for? Just the short rest of, like, you can take 8 hours and do that.
I'm sorry. Repeat.
How long do you guys want to sort of stay there?
Right. How does getting spell points back for a wizard, a sort of half-elf wizard? Can I just meditate and do that?
You need a long rest.
Long
Yeah,
rest?
I think you need
Jeez.
long rests.
It's to recover slots, yeah.
Yeah. For the sake of it being a one-shot, you can do long rest speed like a day.
I would propose like taking a long rest anyway.
Yeah.
Just to be at.
So you can set up like a full camp and rest up for a decent amount of time. So it's about 2 p.m. in the afternoon on this day, and then you set up like a decent camp. You can do all of your stuff. You can expend hit die and regain whatever you've lost that you need to regain in short and long rests and stuff like that.
How many hit
terms of
die do you
when,
get
like-
back after a long rest?
Half your max level of your like class. So your cleric has
Round
what
it down,
D8.
so-
So level 5 you get 2, and everything in 5th edition's rounded down, so you get 2 of your class hit die.
Who's like on watch during the night?
Right. Wait, how many hit dice do I roll before? Because
So during shit, Brad, sorry. I'm
Go
like
for it,
really
go.
keep going in the DM mode when somebody asks questions.
Go for it.
So
Okay.
you can on a short or long. Well, so how do you house rule your long rest? Are we doing this as a short or a long? Brad?
I have like different rules for when we're doing like much longer series, but we're just playing standard now. For
So
the
for,
sake
so
of
for
the-
treating it as a short, you can expend as many hit die as you want to, and you roll your hit die for your class, and you recover that much HP.
Uh-huh.
And then on a long rest, you recover half of your max hit die.
Okay,
per
but we're not
class.
doing a long rest right now, are we?
Correct. We're just
So
doing.
you just wiped the short resting from my brain.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So what hit dice do I have though?
So you're a wizard. It should be what, D6 or D8? I think it's just D6, right?
So
It says it underneath your HP, Fuzzy. Sorry, I zoned out a little bit there. I was doing all my own stuff.
oh yeah, 1d6.
Yeah. So it'd be you'd have 5 D6 to use.
So
And then also like resource management comes into play too. So then if we get another opportunity to take a rest before you take a long one, you spend all 5. You won't have any. You won't have any more to use.
Until you take a long rest and get back.
Right.
So
And you're like half your max back.
so I can just roll 5d6 right now, yeah.
If you want. The other thing too is you can expend them one at a time too. So like let's say you get like 3
Yeah,
really good rolls.
That's what I'm doing right now.
Right.
6. Oh, okay, there we go. 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, I'll have that. That's fine.
So by going, I think by the rules is that so a stable creature that isn't healed regains 1 hit point after 1d4 hours, technically.
Oh, okay.
I didn't find like a conclusive like you can't take a short rest while you are unconscious, but it seems like kinda like
It's nebulous. Yeah, I looked it up too on Stack Exchange. It depends on the house rule and then also the situation and stuff like that.
I actually do the 1d4 roll.
But I'm also gonna expend some hit die.
Yeah, just blow hit die, Peachy. It's fine.
don't believe I took damage
No, I don't think you did.
because I was being a pussy.
Well, you're an archer. You hide
Yeah,
around.
to save the old lady.
Yeah, it's
You're out of the way of any melee stuff, and the
I don't.
only really ranged thing they could do was 15 feet.
Yeah, I'm on like 23 HP, which is it's fine.
What's your max?
Yeah, you should have like 5 hit die, Fuzzy. You're
Yeah,
level 5.
I only used 3 though.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
she's saving some because she's.
But you
Wow,
had
it's
you add
very
your
smart.
com modifier to that, Fuzzy?
No? Oh, plus 3.
Plus 3 to all like so plus 9.
Oh,
So you get an extra 9
Ooh.
HP.
oh, okay.
Nice.
Fuzzy ass OP stats.
OP Oldly Wizard.
Fucking nails, man.
All right. So you all done with hit die and stuff? HPs? You all happy?
Oh, rad. Can I regain some arrows, or did they become incinerated?
How many did you expend?
I have 4 marked down. It might be 5 actually, because did I take a last shot? No, Randy killed the last one, right?
I
Yeah,
think
he
it
chopped
was-
its head off. Yeah.
Yeah. So 4.
Alright, roll a d4. That's how many you like regain that aren't damaged.
Okay. 1d4. 2.
Cool. Yeah. So you find 2. Like, maybe one of the others was like 2 burnt, and the other one had snapped in some way under the, like one of the ones that was stuck in the thing as it was running around. Okay. So who was taking the watch during the night? Anybody? Any takers for that?
I could volunteer for the first watch.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
we can
first watch
take,
would have
turns,
been.
right?
Yeah. Whatever. Yeah. First watch.
Yeah, Brenner will take a turn as well.
So Randy first, then
Brenner.
Brenner.
I'll take the third one.
I'm an old lady. I don't need much sleep.
Garrett.
Peachy, I guess, can take the 4th if he's awake by that time.
Fuck
I
you.
would just love to see the
Get
actual
wrecked, noobs.
change of the guard where she's coming to wake up, like get like excuse Randy, like, "Hey, get some rest.
Well, let's find out how you wake up Randy, Macho Man Savage, Brenner, when it's your turn to tag him in, or whatever.
Okay.
Oh no, it was you first, right? You had to wake her up.
Yeah. So she's just like. Oh yes, I'd love it. Thank you. No. Oh well, no, it's fine. Oh well, I would like it. Yes, Sherry. Yes.
Oh, Fimbley!
And just mumbling sort of various things.
Randy's never been so confused in his life.
Yeah, Randy's just approaching this old woman like she's speaking in tongues.
He doesn't. He doesn't need to. He doesn't know whether to wake her up or not.
Oh, Mr. Darcy. Oh.
Randy
Oh.
takes 2
Mr.
watches.
Darcy.
Oh, Mr. Darcy. Oh, it's so big. Oh.
Oh my god.
Maybe I wait until she's having sort of a like a lucid
Oh.
moment.
Mr.
Probably.
Darcy.
There will be no lucid moment this night.
All right, Randy like spends 5 or 10 minutes, but he's exhausted, so he sort of gingerly tries to wake up Brenner.
Oh,
The phone's ringing.
yeah, that's my intercom for the burger.
Yeah, and then she runs away and comes back with a burger.
Yeah,
But unfortunately, Randy was already asleep. He didn't.
She's just like, oh, bugger me. Oh, hello. Oh,
All right,
what a-
Garrett, give me a perception check.
Ooh. I shall. Where is it? Oh my god, I just... 13.
So during the night, you hear a sort of blood-curdling scream, like a shriek, coming from the direction of the cave entrance. And then, well, you're kind of around the mountain, but you sort of notice an enormous blue flame, sort of a pillar of flame, really briefly, like flash, and then it's gone, light up some of the surrounding area just after you hear the shriek.
Do I hear more shrieks if I wait?
No, just that one, followed by a flash of blue flame, and then the night is dark. About halfway
Sorry
through.
guys, the plot NPC died.
About halfway through.
Failed to
your,
save the plot
thing.
NPC. Sorry.
Oh dear. Okay, well, I guess I can't really... Yeah. In the morning, or like later, I guess I just look like if there's like more of that flame, but I don't really do anything because I don't think it's wise to like go out in the night and like inspect. I guess sit tight for now and just I can only imagine what horrors you will bring upon us next time.
So, yeah, I feel like that's a decent place to wrap up. Sort of a come down just with a nice long rest. But yeah, what we're gonna do?
In the night, yeah.
A weird shriek in the night.
Things that go in the night.
In the dark of the night.
In the dark of the night.
Oh, Mr. Darcy!
Yeah, it was Brenner.
Sir Darcy's a freak, man.
What are you doing with that word that's original? Oh, oh!
Oh, I'm sorry, I was asleep. Yeah, well,
Pride and Prejudice just in general just goes
oh,
on
to
way
be
too
50
long.
years younger again.
I don't think I could be that patient, man. Like, this girl says no to me like twice. I'm like, I'm out of here.
Yeah, it's done.
When she like doesn't schedule like a, like when she's like, I'm not sure when I'll be for you. I'm like, I'm out.
All right,
So
yeah,
Darcy
so
was like original, like he was in it for the
Cocktails.
long game.
or whatever her name was the cocktails. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna return and wrap up this adventure in 2 of your Earth weeks. Did I just reveal myself to be some sort of
Dun dun
extra
dun!
terrestrial?
Plot twist.
Bah, bah, bah. Because Ray's not around next week, it's not next week. Ray, but we let Ray off. By the way, Ray, when I said that you had an inspiration point because I woke you up this morning, that wasn't a joke. Randy has
Yeah,
an inspiration
I didn't use it
point.
yet. I have it back.
Okay, good. Yeah, just so you know, because I woke him up because I thought he was West Coast. Well, I didn't think you were West Coast. I'm just stupid. I'm extra stupid at the moment because I'm on these weird meds from the doctor. That are
Well,
making
what's
me
weird about
slightly
GMT though is it does shift strangely because of daylight savings time. Like the UK and the States have daylight savings time at different times of the year.
dumb. Yeah, so it's
Sometimes-
even more impossible
sometimes
to
It's only a couple of weeks where it gets really weird, and then you can usually be like, okay, 5 behind
You
for
literally
Right.
need an
Yeah.
Enigma
Toast and then-
machine to
So
work
I'm like-
out time zones.
So I'm like New York time. So most of the time it is 5, but sometimes it's 6.
Yeah.
only for a couple of weeks a year, in the year though. I was saying.
But yeah, like I woke him up.
I have problems.
'cause
I have
told him the
problems
wrong
with like
time.
European time zones.
That's early.
That confuses me.
So I gave him an inspiration point, his character, just because I ruined his day. And yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to return. It will be the 31st of this month, January. And we'll finish off Lost Relics. It won't necessarily be the very last time that we ever like come together as a group, or some of you, and we can revisit these characters and stuff. But it's not like a full series that we show up every week and play. But maybe in the future we'll do another 1-shot or a 2-shot, and we'll come back
Like
and
the
see
holiday
you guys
special or something,
if you live. Or we can go back into like ancient Koiury, and maybe we can get together and play it. Even if you die, we can do something different or another story or something. So just to give you an idea of what this is, in case anyone thinks this is like a full series. It's still 1-shots, but we're going to come back and finish off the story as a 2-shot. We'll do a couple of shout-outs, and then we'll end the stream. So first off, how about the regular Fuzzy Freaks? Who are you?
We would wait until.
You had a
Do you need
mouthful.
chips?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know
Right,
that there's chips
yes,
and fries.
I am Fuzzy Freaks. I do like streamy things on fuzzyfreaks.tv/Fuzzy Freaks. I am mostly a variety streamer. A variety of early access and indie stuff, and then some other games, and yeah. And I do a lot of D&D as well, and some other weird shit that's not D&D, like Hexed, which is a Dresden Files thing based on the Fatal system, and then and then I got Han as well, which is a thing.
Yeah,
and I also
I'm
do a
in-
thing
I'm
on
in
Wednesday
Han.
with Peachy, which is co-op night, where we basically argue a lot, and then I thrash him at games you wouldn't expect me to thrash him at.
It was the frame rate last time, okay?
I lagged. It's changed now.
No, we were actually we were playing Street Fighter, so it was actually important that we had a frame rate.
That
To
is true.
you, I was just going at the controller. It seemed to do okay that way.
Yeah, so Fuzzy Freaks, top quality stream over there. One of my first follows once upon a time.
Yeah, you love me.
Yeah, Fuzzy's. You just stream all the time, right? Every day.
Pretty
Head
much,
on
yeah.
over, follow Fuzzy. How about the newbie, Mr. Min Maxes, Ray? Where can people find you and stuff?
Hey, yo, thanks. Yeah, twitch.tv/minmaxers. Like Brad, I stream role-playing content. Right now, about 3 times a week. Wednesday's going to go on hiatus for a little while, but that's not that important. So I'm not sure if you put it enough, Sod. So yeah, twitch.tv/minmaxers for the Twitch stuff. We have a Wednesday show. which is just a custom game, much like Brad, set in a custom setting, but this time the Forgotten Realms as a base world. We run Out of the Abyss on Saturday afternoons, and Michelle and I have been doing a thing for a while where on Friday nights we do crafting and/or board games with our friends. I'm starting a new job like next week, so specifically the Wednesday stuff is going to go on a hiatus for a while. But if you guys are interested in checking out the backlog of either games, which have been running for a long time, on my Twitch, you can have a link to the YouTube where everything's on VOD, much like Brad's channel. Excuse me. There's my dog barking on cue. Also at MinMaxers on Twitter.
What was somebody stepping on a squeaky toy?
I know. And also, it was really fun playing with all you guys. And in addition to having Brad on sometime, I'd love to have any of you guys on as a guest or a regular. We can talk about that off stream. So.
Yeah, 100%. Thanks for playing.
And thanks, and also chat. Thanks for being so welcoming. It was pretty awesome.
MinMax is a recommended follow for good D&D content and some amazing overlays, like best overlays on Twitch, possibly. I love them. I like it's like I'm obsessed with it.
Yeah, I'm serious. Brad and I have a man crush on each other, so.
Yeah. And
Well, you both have like very boyish hairstyles, don't you, Brad?
oh, my hair's like missing
He's
today
so
because it's under
dreamy.
this.
You've got the hat on. Is it a bad hair day?
Yeah, I just haven't like washed it. I'm just a scruffy,
Oh.
gross little rat today because I had too much shit to do, and I was like, "Fuck it, hat day." Simon Chippendale, do you have a stream?
I don't actually. I do not stream.
But you do appear on Twitch.
But you can find. Yes, I do appear on some streams, like Koiury streams sometimes.
Where he
however,
tends
you
to
can-
die
if you-
dramatically to pigs.
You can find me at Twitter if you'd like, at Chippendale, and I tweet. Sometimes I'll write some nasty stories that I'm infamous for, I suppose.
Yeah.
However, I'm first and foremost a DM. I DM for mostly solo campaigns, but I am currently taking on me to teach like 5e to newbies that want to get into D&D or just want to get into 5e in general, pretty much. So I've been working on that. Hopefully,
You
it's
should
going
just
to
stream
be-
that. Learn 5e with me. The stream, like, takes 2 seconds to set up a simple stream, man. You should do it. Chippendale for stream. There you go. Look at that hashtag. My chat
Do
loves a
it.
good hashtag.
Also, I just want to say thank you for having me, Brad. It was really nice.
No worries,
thank you
man.
guys.
I've been meaning to get you on since the fucking Mind Harvest, my first ever campaign, like 6 months ago. So we finally did it. I'm glad.
Yeah, we are all lovely people. I really enjoyed playing with you guys. So.
Cool. Thanks, dude. Last and absolutely least, Peachy.
I
Where
agree
can
with that
people
statement.
find you? No, not at all.
Thanks, Brad. That was fun. Yeah, real fun playing with you guys. Chat also. You've been awesome with all the talkings and the stuff. I am a variety streamer. I play whatever I do. I don't know. Sometimes my chat makes me play anime visual novels, which make me a little bit uncomfortable. But it's Peachy Pixelate. That's the number 8 number.
Oh, peachy corn. Oh, chocolate has its feelings. Anyway, no.
Also, play with Fuzzy, Han on Tuesdays, Cooptip Wednesdays, and this coming Saturday, over on Wax Stevens' channel, I'm in a show called Hex, and we will be having a guest on called Adam Coble.
Oh, wow.
And Peachy's
Twitch.tv.
getting all fucking excited about it because he's a massive fanboy.
Dude, like, he wrote Dungeon World!
I get it. I understand.
Can confirm Adam is pretty cool.
See, I had no idea who he was. I'm just like, who? What?
And I was like, see!
Yeah, pretty much. So he's just like all, and I'm like, okay.
But after you followed everyone else, then give me a click if you want. I just mostly make jokes on Twitter and say when I'm going live.
It's definitely a worthy follow, so head over to Peachy Pixel 8. Just hit follow.